Unless you be
All
Mexican, it
right.
could be a little Rona. Black people, Auntie Rona.
All right. All right. And hello to all the listeners out there. And welcome to this Sunday's edition of the Too Much Show. Today is Sunday, August 16th, 2020. And here on the Too Much Show, it's always real talk by real people. And I'm your host, MT, and with me are my co-host.
Mr. Jones, aka Sam Jones, the Mr. Come First, because you gotta respect me. Finishing the triangle offense up top today will be boom, that hand.
You know what it is, man. It's just the truth. Coming in here strong with the crew. And it's always real talk about real people. And first and foremost, I do want to say, man, appreciate everybody that's coming out, checking out the show. Make sure that you follow our playback and you subscribe to our platforms on Apple and Spotify at Too Much Show Official. Make sure that you hit our social media sites as well. Too Much Show Official page on Facebook and Instagram, and Too Much Show on Twitter. So get that out the way.
Yeah.
We missed that last Friday because I wasn't doing all that shit. But go ahead.
It's all good, man.
Yeah, but Too
Speaking of
Much Show,
last
I'm going to tell you
Friday,
right now. Too Much Show on Twitter, that's where we post all the nasty stuff.
Tiggies!
Uncensored. That's it.
Tiggies or Tiggies, but no, if anything, where we can't post the explicit content, we will be having it on Twitter. Some things that we can't really post on Facebook and Instagram. So yes, explicit content will be on Twitter. So yeah, make sure y'all check that out too as well. Twitter is still alive, and no, it's not just for porn, but I'm not even gonna lie to you, I like the porn on there, so I'm rocking with Twitter. So make sure you get the Twitter and you go ahead.
That's what the world got to. We gotta go to Twitter to find porn now. Fucking crazy.
Man, that's crazy. I'm not even gonna have that debate. I'm gonna actually wait for the Jack break. I actually like that shirt, man. I was about to throw on my junk. They actually just had some new shirts come in, and I was gonna put it on, but I'll wait till next show. I got you. I'm gonna keep the black alive. The real Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, this
That's
fucking
it. Exactly. The real Black Lives Matter. Talk about it.
You know what it is. But speaking of today's show, it's your best foot forward, and putting our best foot forward. I guess, man, shoot, let's kick it off, man. Speak about actually something about footwork. We had boxing last night.
Light work.
Speaking of boxing,
light work.
Okay. Maybe light work, but let's break it down in detail. MT, you can go ahead and take it away.
Absolutely. So Showtime had a boxing event last night. The Zone had a boxing event last night. And UFC also had an event last night with Daniel Cormier. And I'm sure Mr. Jones can really give us the play-by-play on the UFC. But for the Showtime boxing, I watched all three fights. The first one, one guy was outmatched. He had shoulder surgery. It was Kaufman versus I forgot the other gentleman's name, but one gentleman was just completely outmatched. Man, hold on. Let me get their names for y'all. I don't want to be rude and disrespect the people.
I was about to say it was Nasty Nate versus his bitch. That's who fought.
Oh man.
All right. So it was auto. I just had it. It literally was just here, and then it just disappeared. All right. Cool. All right.
Ta-da. Like
exactly. Sega. All right. Whatever. All right. So Wallen versus Kaufman. I can't remember the actual winner from that one because they both look pretty similar, but I believe it was the one who had the name Wallen that ended up winning because Kaufman, his trainer, passed away. His trainer and brother passed away. He had shoulder surgery, and he said that if he lost 2 fights in a row, that he would retire. And Wallen, I know I'm pronouncing his name wrong because they were saying it another way. Valin is what they were saying, Valin. Even though it's spelled Wallin, I guess from his country it's pronounced Valin. He actually had a good bout against Tyson Fury. Like he had cut Tyson Fury, had Fury hurt a couple times, but ultimately Fury ended up winning by unanimous decision. I'm going to jump to the main event because we're going to go back to the fight that I was really anticipating, which was Rolando Romero. I want to make sure. That's right, Rolly. Okay. So I just want to make sure I'm pronouncing that correctly. So we had that fight, and we had Benavidez versus Angulo. Now with Benavidez, Here's the thing with him, man. He's dangerous. He's a super middleweight. He's like 6'2", 6'3", big guy. He came in weighing 170. He actually missed weight. And this is the second time in like the past 3 or 4 years where he's been stripped of his title for something. The first time he got stripped of his title was him overdosing. I'm sorry, not overdosing. He tested positive for cocaine in the system. You know what I'm saying? But he's only 23. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he probably, you know what I'm saying, did a line, had some chicks at the hotel room. You know what I'm saying?
His heart can take it. His young heart can take it.
Exactly. His young heart can take it. It's nothing. But Angulo, if you're listening, sir, it's just time to retire. That's it. It's time to retire. And it's not even the fact that he's not a tough guy. Angulo was taking some punishment, but the thing is, the people that are in his corner, I don't think they have the know-how to teach him to how to have a research, because it seems like what his strategy is, let somebody throw their best punches, he get hit, and then once you get tired, then he goes to beat on you. But the thing is, with Benavidez had the conditioning, and Benavidez was able to keep him at a distance. It was a couple times when Angulo got off, but Benavidez's defense, he kept his hands up, blocked a lot of the punches. So
you missed up very important too. The stipulations of that match, even though Benavidez, might have took that, didn't fucking matter.
Oh yeah, it didn't matter. So here's what the stipulations: because Benavidez got stripped of the title for missing weight, Angulo, if he won, he would have won the title.
This is fair.
But Benavidez, even though he won, he still didn't get a title. So what's going to happen is it'll be another bout where two fighters will fight for that title, and then Benavidez will have to challenge that person. But Angulo, it's time to hang it up, because when you got a big fighter like Benavidez, who's bigger than you, who has a longer reach, you got to chop away at his body. You do. And all Angulo was doing was headhutting. And every single time, it seemed like Benavidez was catching a lot of those punches on his glove that Angulo was throwing. And Angulo, he's a hard puncher, but he just didn't have no body work. Like, the body work was terrible that fight. Like, completely terrible. So ultimately, his corner did stop it in the 10th round, but I don't even think it should have got to the 10th, to be honest. It should have been called in like the 8th and 9th round.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm about to say he was dominant that match. If I can speak on it from what I'm saying.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I mean, because Angulo, he's actually a hard hitter, and I mean, he actually did well to not actually suffer from that power that he actually gave his opponent. So just actually dominating the matches and controlling the rounds was actually decent. But I mean, what you expect from somebody that actually been training since the age of fucking 3? So I mean, that just comes with conditioning.
Nah, that's true.
Yeah, this fact.
Now let's get to what they should have switched around and made the main event, since it was a title fight. Okay, which was Rolando Romero versus Jackson Martinez. Now, they gave Romero unanimous decision. One of the judges had it 115, 113.
That's fair.
The other judge had it 116, 112.
That's ridiculous.
And then there's another judge that had it 118 and 110.
Commit suicide.
Yeah, this was
right,
literally.
Now, let me say the first thing about it. The first thing about it is they lucky that shit wasn't on ESPN, and Teddy Atlas ain't get a hold of that shit. That man would have lost his fucking mind last night. And y'all know how I personally feel about Rolly. I met the man on a few occasions myself. Thinks he's a cool individual, but I think this is a lesson learned. Even though he won, I think he still learned. It's a lesson learned. And come on, 118 or 110. What fucking fight was you watching?
Exactly.
Like, I'm tired of talking about this shit every fucking boxing event. This is sickening. This is maddening. Like, it's almost like racism in America. People getting screwed in boxing. It's never going to stop.
Yep.
It's fucking crazy. This has been going on 100 years too. This shit is fucking crazy. Yeah, I love my man Rolly, but dog, he should have lost that fight. It should have been a draw. 115, 113, fine, because he was the aggressor in that fight. I could at least said that, but you can't tell me dude wasn't controlling the fight and outboxing him throughout it with the same damn straight and hug routine.
Yep, the same thing. Because Rowley kept coming in, kept charging in and everything. Yep, he catch him with a straight right and then hug him. Straight right, hug him.
Which
Straight right.
I can see how that gets annoying, how he could lose that 115 to 113 because that style of fighting.
Yeah, I mean, what you gotta think
118, 110 though.
Promoted by Floyd Mayweather, so it's like maybe that's their strategy in their camp.
Yeah. Floyd cut that check. Let's be real. Okay, when you got 118, 110, Floyd cut that check. It is what it is.
Yeah, that's why
Floyd went up
at the Maheen fucking son. Yeah,
so I would ask you this, and this is what a lot of people were saying. They actually saying that he's a pure puncher from last night's performance. Would you consider that, or overall performance?
Yes.
He's definitely a pure puncher.
I mean, he knocked everybody out in the first round. This is probably the first fight ever went the distance with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was 11-0 with 10 knockouts.
I was about to say, and salute to him for going the distance as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't seem like he slowed up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He didn't slow up. He kept the aggression. He kept the energy going all 10 rounds. So they definitely trained for it. It looked like he wanted the first round knockout, but when that wasn't happening, he had to do what he had to do. His boxing's still worth watching right now. I'm going to say this
about a match that's worth. I think that was worth watching. If you've seen it, so I mean, of course, it's still worth watching.
But
it all depends on the cards. Now, will we always bet on? Oh, go ahead, Mr. Jones.
I'm sorry. No, I'm saying it's an objective question because it's like it's depending on your passion in the sport. Like you ask the person, would you still watch horse racing? If I'm still gambling on it, hell yeah. I don't think that's really a legit question to really ask because it's all about your passion on that sport. If you're gonna think it's worth watching personally.
Yeah.
I mean, we always debate about the paid and free events. A lot of the times, and then also how they make the card, which we was just talking about how MT just said, they could have switched it around and had this as the main event versus the other two fighters. I forgot their names.
Benavidez. No worries. Benavidez and Angulo.
All right.
That's the main event. I've been disappointed.
Of course.
There wasn't no way around it. It was gonna be shit regardless. But go ahead, Zeus. I'm sorry.
But I mean, I think it's still worth watching. Just no point of views or just in general. I mean, right now sports is at a hiatus that we almost probably never had it. We probably be still sportsless. Like they're actually making measurements so that we can get this entertainment. So I definitely think it's worth watching, especially just for the people that's going out there and putting their lives on the line and jeopardizing their families, stepping in these rings or arenas and bubbles, so I definitely say it's worth watching.
Yeah, about 2 months ago, I was watching Korean baseball, okay?
Exactly.
What the hell?
So it's definitely some entertainment with boxing. Now, the Zone, they had an event. It wasn't like some great card. It was basically prospects all on the card.
The Zone stealing people money at this point. Who fuck yeah?
They are. If you got a monthly subscription, it is. I'm gonna be real with you. If you got a monthly subscription to the Zone, you need to put that shit on pause because that bullshit last night.
All they major fighters like retired anyway. Like who the fuck
exactly?
Anthony Johnson 1-2 fights away. Who the fuck Canelo's doing right now? He probably a bodyguard for somebody down there. But what is everybody doing? This Andy Ruiz probably keeps himself out of the ring. Who gives a fuck?
Hold on, let me hold on. I'm about to go to the fight that they had last night. Hold on, the Zone. And this is the one that really stood out to me. I guess this was their main event. It was Israel Madrimov versus Eric Walker. So here's what happened. It was weird because Madrimov was the aggressor in that fight. And he landed a sweet left hook on Eric Walker. And the referee said that it was the guy's shoulder that pushed Walker down. And I'm like, bruh, he was already on the way down. You know what I'm saying? No, he did. And so when somebody tried to correct him from the crowd, he was like, no, the punch did land. However, it was his shoulder that put him down. And I'm like, come on, man. Seriously. But nonetheless, Madrimov still won by unanimous decision. but it should have been over by knockout. And the referee actually gave this guy 5 minutes to recover. 5 minutes, like it was an illegal push down or something.
Like I hit the
Like
nuts.
it was gave him 5 minutes. The dude was laying on the ground for a good 60 to 90 seconds, gathering himself. Then he went to the corner and finished off the rest of the 5 minutes. I was like, man, if they give this to this Eric Walker guy, this is straight bullshit. It is complete bullshit. It's on YouTube right now. Y'all can check it out. The highlights from the fight. Seriously, watch it. I mean, I guess from the.
I mean, because if anything, if they giving fighters that, I mean, they could have gave. God, what was that match when the guy like back heel of his shoe was messed up and he kept on slipping the whole match, but he had to stay. Was that the Joshua fight? I'm trying to think. It was somebody that shoes that was messed up, and we was talking about it and was like, you know,
I think that was the Anthony Joshua.
It was
fight.
Wasn't that the Anthony Joshua fight? And where his back shoe was messed up and he couldn't land on his back right foot.
Was that Joshua? I can't remember.
What, the Ruiz fights? No.
I don't think, but either it was his fight or his undercard, or it was on that fight. But there was it was an instance where the shoe, like something malfunctioned with the shoe, and you can see it. You can literally see like his foot hanging off the shoe, like the shoe just either torn or his back heel was torn, and they still let the fight prolong on.
Mm-hmm.
Now I understand the rules, but with this bullshit that they did last night, come on, man. You just gave a fighter that potentially could have been done the momentum to gather himself back that you shouldn't have allowed.
Gave that man 5 minutes. I literally was looking like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what is happening right now? Like, are you telling me that's not enough? And that's the thing. The dude was laying down. He wasn't going to get back up. He wasn't. The referee saved him. If I bet on that fight and I bet for the other guy to have a knockout and that shit didn't happen, I would be pissed. I would be raising hell right now.
That's like when somebody game run a home run and they don't let them cross the plate.
Yep.
That's
basically what it's like. Yeah. but Mr. Jones, you know, your sport, they had an event last night with Daniel Cormier.
All of bullshit.
I bang on UFC, man. I mean, it's not Mr. Jones' sport, even though, you know, far as the game, he a professional, you know. I mean, you know, we get a mat, you know, I have to go ahead and it's Grapple Mania for real. Shout out. So, but anyway.
The hands, you might got it. I don't know about grappling, though.
Okay.
I mean on that mat, brother.
All right.
Let's talk about it, man. The Fireman versus Carl Winslow. Daniel Cormier versus Stipe. The trilogy. Dun. All right. It was already noticed by me by how Daniel Cormier been going on lately by commentating and everything, replacing Joe Rogan for his hiatus, that something was going to happen regardless at the end of the fight. And we got what we wanted. But let's talk about what actually happened in the fight. Cormier fought, but he looked like an 8. I hate to use this reference because of Michael Vick and everything, but it's like when you have a warrior and you know that warrior, all he is trained to fight, but you know that his heart is one place, but his body can't do it no more.
Right.
And it's kind of what I was seeing in Cormier because, like, he was fighting. Don't get me wrong. Like, the punch he knocked Stipe out in the first fight with, when they, like, clinched and he threw that elbow, he caught him with it several times. But you know what the difference was? Instead of Stipe not expecting it and going to sleep, he ate them motherfuckers, and he kept going forward. Now, let me tell you why Cormier, even though in his loss, he's still what I consider a wrestling god. Because in that fight, man, the man went for 7 takedown attempts. You know how many he got? That's Cormier for you. But the thing is, what Cormier's game was crazy is he only went for 2 takedowns and got 1, bro. Like, if anything, you'd think he would have went more with the wrestling. We know he's a hard hitter and a striker, but he could not strike Stipe. And like Stipe even had him in trouble in the second. And shout out to Cormier for actually.
I'm gonna ask you this: do you think he didn't go to the wrestling game because he felt like he was maybe matched and he could potentially misplace or maybe what's the word I'm looking for? Maybe slip up on a technique. I'm just going to use it to be basic. Slip up on a technique and then actually have a counter that affect itself instead of going to the wrestle game. Or maybe that he was matched and was like, okay, let me go ahead and be well versed or diverse so that way he doesn't counter me.
Well, the quickest and biggest knockout of his career was because of a punch. And I mean, Cormier, although like I say, he's a wrestling god, he got known later on in his career kind of for some of his striking ability. So I can see why he would go to the strike because it worked before. Was it the best strategy? No. I mean, dog, make that shit boring if you got to. Like, nobody in the world is fucking with Daniel Cormier on the mat, period. It's not going to happen. Not in the UFC.
Sure.
Not at all. Nobody. Cormier is probably the best peer wrestler you ever seen in UFC history. Him or Matt Hughes. And I still think Cormier got him in like peer wrestling ability.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Matt Hughes is that man.
Yeah, that was just country strength.
he was country. No, don't blame it on that. Come on now. Just because he
was very skilled.
He well fed, you know.
The thing is he wasn't no Olympic medalist.
What do Olympic medalists got to do with anything? You know how the Olympics can be sometimes. How sometimes these games can be dominated because they don't have the best of the best in the world. They actually just the best in their status and they're subpar. And we've seen that plenty of times in the Olympics.
I tell you why I totally disagree with you on that, because when it comes to the sport of wrestling, I mean, although like since Kurt Angle was pretty much the only gold medalist to ever won the wrestling, and wrestling is the original sport of the Olympics. So that shows you the competition is out there. It's not like USA women's softball when we expected to win and dominate every damn game by the mercy rule. It's a lot of competition out there in Olympic wrestling. That's why it's legitimate, because the whole world got wrestlers. Every country got wrestlers. And that dude in the heavyweight division, like I said, other than Kurt Angle, is one of the only medalists in Olympic history for the USA.
Okay.
And that shows you how great he really is on that mat.
Yeah, I mean, I get you.
You saw all the good wrestlers in wrestling. Nah, it's only one.
I swear to God, I was just thinking that shit. You talk about country strength. Let's talk about that Russian strength. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah, but it's only
those guys out there ain't playing fair. And talk about some bulky dude.
A lot of wrestlers.
I don't know what they put in the water. But
what I see, a lot of it's working. They're more kickboxing style than me. Yeah, I don't see many like not till I start seeing like Khabib, and like recently you see more wrestling like peer wrestlers, but like going up, especially the UFC, you can see more like Mikro Kokov and shit like that, like more kickboxing style.
So while we talking UFC, I mean, what you see next?
They wrestle bears and wrestle is one Khabib. Khabib wrestle bears. Khabib doesn't represent the whole country, y'all. Stop it. But anyway, that's like saying every nigga in America can hit like Mike Tyson. Stop it. But what you were saying though?
Speaking of that, I ain't gonna lie to you. We always talk about old man.
BA, he does more than just lay on you. Ask Conor McGregor. Stop it, BA.
Who Khabib?
You hating?
Tell BA, look. I know. And for everybody that's listening, especially on the playback, we do talk to the people in the comments, so that way that you always can get to the comments. Make sure you follow the Too Much Show debate group, or if not the Too Much Show debate group, Too Much Show official page. That way you can comment. Make sure that you look at the link in it down below, and that way we can see your name, and that way we can mention you. Now, with that being said, BA, we can always have you live on the show. You can make this debate right now, sir. So I don't know if you want to duck this wreck or you just want to stay in the comments, which either or doesn't matter to me. But let me know if you need the link. And Mr. Jones, you can go ahead and keep it. Sleepy Jones. I just peeped your name today.
I mean, look,
you feel like Sleepy Brown today, huh? You got that swag?
I like the way you move.
Hot take. That was the better album too. Niggas wasn't on fucking speaker box like that. Y'all just style rock on the
I ain't gonna lie to you. That Andre 3000.
Big Boy was rapping, nigga. Big Boy is rapping. Stop it. Nigga Andre, I think
he was rapping, but I swear to God, I swear that whole album he got nothing but like college band tunes, and it just didn't work for him.
Ghetto music. Come on, stop it, bro. Stop it.
Okay.
Big boy,
All
big
right.
boy had hits and classics.
Don't worry about that. We all right. He said, "Bring him on. Send him a link, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. We can go ahead and chop it up and keep it talk about UFC until he join, and that way you can finish your debate, sir. So that way you can get that smoke because we ducks no smoke, okay, for anybody, any topic, anything that's debatable. We always got it on the
Let me
table.
see. Here, let me see that. Let me grab this link so I can send it to him.
Oh my God! What?
So keep it at
We
UFC.
want to hear this. We want to hear this hate laugh. Y'all want to hear this hate laugh?
I actually do. I mean, I just want to make sure that my fellow TMS member is going to
Oh my
represent.
God!
Okay.
Oh my God! He
Okay.
said best double rap album. All Eyes on Me. Period. Next.
All right.
But until we get that though, finish up on the recap of UFC.
I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, Cormier lost, man. Was it dominating fashion? Sure. But like I said, the old man fought his last fight. He retired at the end of the fight, man.
Cormier?
Yeah. Well, you can tell he was retiring. He was commentating the last few months.
Damn.
He already auditioned for
I wouldn't say that you. Well, never mind. I'll take that back. I was
going to be the new Michael
say that when you're commentating, you're about to retire. But nah, that's usually the strategy. You actually try it out first to see if it's good for you, where you can fit in at, who you can probably be with, where you can probably do your features, or where they're going to have you come in and So
everybody do it.
I guess, everybody.
Roy Jones did it before he retired.
Yeah. I mean, just thinking of it, just like
Charles Barkley was doing it before he retired. I mean, shit, Draymond just did it this week. He's going to retire the next couple of years.
Everybody
does that.
He need to stay where he at for him to be.
Josh Norman.
Let's
be real.
Who gives a fuck about Josh Norman?
Right, exactly.
I'm just saying. Orlando Skandrick.
Ew. That's one of y'all mans too.
He was trash. I ain't gonna lie.
He was definitely trash. He was complete trash.
Dwayne Wade was doing it too before he retired. And I don't know where he's at. I guess it didn't work out for him.
It's working out well for him. He's doing PR for his son. What are you talking about?
All right, here we go.
Man.
All right, look,
that's why it didn't work out for him, sir.
All right, we got Lil BA. Lil BA, you are live. You have 5 minutes. Go ahead.
Hey, little brother. Go ahead. Take the floor, little brother.
How you guys doing on this afternoon?
Is it the afternoon yet?
We doing good, sir. How are you?
It almost is. Okay. Well,
it's close enough. Go ahead.
I'm not coming on here to throw any hate towards Khabib, whatever his last name is, Nurmagomedov, right? He is good. He had outstanding performances like the one against Michael Johnson, where he literally beat this man face into the ground. He does have performances like that, but that was not shown against Conor McGregor. He literally held my man. I have a screen recording. I was arguing about this with my friend. We are both Conor fans. He held him, just laid on him for 3 minutes, 4 minutes. While the dude with the dreads, what is it, Herb Dean, who been sitting here looking at real wrestling his entire life, but he gonna let him sit here and hold Conor calves for 3-4 minutes straight. Then niggas, Conor, Khabib just, what is Conor gonna do? He's just tired. He's just sitting there. Oh my God. What do you want this nigga to do? Fight this nigga off, then get tired? Or do you want me to just sit here and let him lay on me? What do y'all want from this man? Khabib literally doesn't. I don't know.
Conor
was
active. Let me give you a history lesson in wrestling. First and foremost, you use Conor as a bad example. Let me tell you how bad of a wrestler Conor was. At one point, this dude legs, if I could reach my leg this high in this chair, was literally like this against the cage, bent up. What type of bitch? He had that man in the V almost. So you can't use that as the example. and then what's his record?
Who, Conor?
No, Khabib. What's his record?
He ain't lose. He like 20-something no.
28 no. Let's get it right. 28 in a row. So I mean, it works. It works. And then GSP. What we gonna say about GSP? He laid on people too, right?
But GSP is don't do that. GSP is a different level than Khabib, though. That's a whole different.
Wow. Khabib is the GOAT right now. Who could beat Khabib?
No.
Khabib to beat everybody.
Listen, Khabib is not gonna. I was watching Joe Rogan podcast.
He don't
right?
do drugs like Judge Jones. So
Listen.
he
I was
fights
watching.
everybody in front of him, and he dominates.
I was watching Joe Rogan podcast, right? And Conor McGregor's trainer said Conor texted him a whole paragraph, 2 or 3, about what he did wrong. Conor's trying to fight Khabib again. Khabib was clearly ducking the smoke because he know that's not gonna happen again. That nigga is not stupid.
Oh my God! You think Conor can really beat Khabib? Stop.
Yes,
He can't.
Yes,
Stop.
I do. Yes,
Conor
I
was
do.
Khabib's bitch. He
Yes,
had that. Look, bro, I gotta show you. He had the man like this against the cage, bro.
Oh my God.
Like his legs together, so he couldn't even move. You know how dominating that is.
The Conor disrespect is just too much. Listen, understand
God.
he's like an Irish Floyd
Not the
Mayweather,
Conor
and nobody
disrespect.
want to accept it.
But it's like
Please
Cormier.
stop.
It's like
All right.
Cormier.
No, all right, so look, I'm gonna cut you there. He's not
All
like
right.
Floyd Mayweather because he lost.
Yeah.
All right, I'm
Yeah.
gonna lie to you. Now,
Who?
I don't know what
Yeah.
you're sipping over there in that Fiji water. Okay, it's already acidic, so you need to change your shit. All right, so
I'm gonna let y'all keep going. I didn't mean to interrupt y'all with
All right.
these facts.
drink some for life and get that together. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Safe flight.
All right. We appreciate you, BA.
See you Tuesday. Safe flight, bro. But yeah, man.
Mhm.
I don't know. Khabib's, he had the man against the cage, legs together.
I mean,
Exactly.
though. I mean, he had a good point on Khabib, but he just threw me off. I was just like, you know what, you gotta go, sir. I don't know.
You just say he has an unbelievable
Floyd Mayweather
voice
comparison
now.
that you went. Nah.
Yeah.
Just
If
like
that's the
Floyd,
case, you might
never
as well say like Adrian Bronner is like a Floyd Mayweather style. Like, no, it's just like, all right, it's similar characteristics, but nigga, they're not the same person. I just wouldn't put that in their names in the same sentence. And then also for you to talk that much shit and then get beat by that man, and what he do?
Yep.
And then he hopped the cage and whooped your trainer.
Yep.
But you gotta think about it though. He talk about that man family, he talk about that man religion, he talk about that man race.
Yep. Yeah, he was asking for that ass whooping.
And it was funny because if you listen to the audio during the fight, during the second round, that nigga Conor, please, he said, it's just business. It's just business. Compete. Like, you got something to say now? On top of that nigga punishing him. Nah, that was a bad example.
It was.
I would have used that one. But I mean, let's get over there. It was a boring Saturday at the end of the day. The best combat sports is in battle rap. How about that?
All right. So now let's jump into NBA bubble update. Now here's what I just want to say for the
Oh
people.
no. You hold your horses, sir. Hold up. You hold your horses, nigga. Hold up. Did you repeat that again? Did you say get into NBA bubble? Is this MT speaking about the NBA bubble, sir?
Man, that's MT.
Can I say something? So the only thing that I know, that happened in the bubble was Dame Lillard won the bubble.
How did you know this?
That's it.
How did you know this?
Because it was on my timeline and social media. That's it.
Okay.
So hold on. So listen, here's what I want to say real quick. But here's what I want to say for the people who are just joining the show and listening, for the people who've already been on the show. The number one reason why I'm protesting the NBA and what's going on is not because they're in a bubble.
I can't even say talk your shit because this is bullshit. But go ahead.
Hold on.
It's
not even the fact that they're in a bubble, because as we see with so many sports and everything, the bubble is actually a genius idea. That's the way to go. What I don't appreciate is, why are we still continuing the season that was happening? Let the players rest and then just start a whole new season. Even if you want to start it early. Hold on, listen. They did, but here's the thing. Even if you do want to play, okay, when does the season start? It's usually like late October, right? Late October, early November, I want to say.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. You could even push it up to September, but just scrap that last season, man. It's like we trying to salvage that season, and then the players are going to have to turn around and play again. You get what I'm saying? So they should have just said, you know what? COVID, it is what it is. We're finishing, but guess what? We got a bubble for y'all. We about to hit reset button on the season. Let's go. That's what I wanted. but it's greed at the end of the day. So with that being said, is why I can't rock with this NBA season. It is. But as like boxing, people don't realize this boxing, especially Showtime, they're in a bubble. That Mohican, whatever, that's where they're gonna have their fights over the next couple of months. That's where all the fighters are gonna be. It's a hotel right there. All of that is no fans. That's their bubble.
Mm-hmm.
So the bubble idea is a good idea, but to me, it was just being greedy, just continuing that season by the NBA. You should have just scrapped it and said, you know what? It's not a winner. It is what it is. We're going to start afresh. Have your ass back and ready for the regular season by September.
Agreed.
But go ahead.
I'm glad you made that point instead of your original premise talking about you standing for Kyrie.
Yeah, I know, right? He made that shit sound so sweet. Please go back and watch the episode. This nigga, I finessed the shit out of that. I swear to God.
I'm still standing with Kyrie.
You finessed that. I ain't gonna lie to you now. This is real. It's always real talk by real people. Now, this is why you need to tune in because sometimes some shit like this happens. Somebody, they come around, they just, don't want to admit it, but it's okay. He's still my brother. Now, talking about the bubble, I'm not even gonna lie to you. And just going on what you said, just to leave it short, the players wanted to play.
Hold on. Can I just say this as well? Let me just correct Flyman 86 on something. He says, "Who cares? They getting paid. You work all year without 3 months off." Let me tell you something, sir. Okay, this is the way I operate at my place of employment. Before COVID hit, I was on PTO every month for at least a week. Okay. At least, all right, a week, 3 to 4 days, because that's the amount of PTO that I was able to save up. So if you add it all up, I was probably off for 3 months out of the year, okay? Because that's just how I rolled. I don't know about other folks, but that's how I rolled.
You heard? When we break, we break.
Exactly.
Right.
Okay.
We break.
All right. That's how it is. Yeah, that's how it was. I was off. But go ahead and continue, gentlemen. I'm sorry. Go ahead, continue.
Anyway, let's get into this bubble shit, man. Let's get into this bubble life because clearly MT is paying attention to the bubble now.
I'm not.
And also,
I'm
yeah,
not.
you are. Don't worry about it. We're gonna get into the playoffs. You're watching the playoffs. It's all right.
I don't know the seeding. I don't know who's playing who. Sorry. Don't know.
Yeah, all right. And then next week you'll know because it came across your timeline.
Here's what matters. Phoenix pretty much won every damn game in the bubble. That was very impressive. They made a run.
Are they in the playoffs?
Nah, I think they needed a trailblazer.
Okay, all right, great. Okay, great. So it doesn't matter. All right, go ahead. Continue.
Listen to the ESPN stat. Dame is the first person 6 feet.
How you know that? I know you knew that because.
What you mean? No, Mr. Jones knew that. I didn't know that. I didn't know if they were in the playoffs or not.
Come on, man. Sorry. You had a backpack for that. You just like, oh, so why are they in the playoffs? You knew they wasn't in the playoffs.
I didn't know actually. No, I really was legitimately asking. Hold on. No. But for real, like from what I hear, it's a 20-team playoff. From what I hear.
Okay.
Is it? Is it 20 teams or no?
Bro,
I don't know.
I watch the games, but I'm not keeping up with the brackets. Like I said, it ain't even the best bubble to me. I'm watching hockey, bro. Be honest with you.
Talk.
I mean, well, that's the only two successful sports right now.
Golden Knights. We ain't lose a game in the bubble yet. Ain't no, baby. Well, we killing
them. I'm about to win something, man. Look,
shit, we might not lose a game in that fucking bubble. You haven't been watching. But I do hope the Caps do step it up though, because I would like a rematch in that Stanley Cup.
I mean, it will. It's going to happen, and you will lose, sir. Again.
Y'all gotta make it. Y'all slipping. Y'all been playing horrible in the bubble. Not up to par because I think it's time for y'all ain't finding out contingency plan yet because Ovechkin's on his way to retirement. But what's next? Who y'all got next up behind Ovechkin? That's the issue.
Yeah, that is a problem because he is like our franchise player.
I mean, that sounds like a typical DC team.
Ever.
That sounds like a typical DC team. No backup plan. Sounds about right.
Terrible.
They did have a backup plan. It's the Washington football team. They had it all along.
All along in the bag. Established.
Okay.
What was it?
Please, man.
1932.
Let the
That
people
sounds
know.
like a drink. I swear they should go ahead and just come out with a drink. The Washington Football Club drink, established 1932, and they have it as cognac.
That joke will be 10% boat in it. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I gotta be honest with y'all. I gotta be honest. Like with all these drinks, like how you got Don Julio, 1942, all that other shit.
Oh, that shit the same, my nigga.
I was about to say that's what I'm saying. It's just a different label, different bottle. Like they're not putting the same ingredients from 1942 in the shit. They're not. You're getting the same drink. It's just a different label, and they're charging you more.
Yeah, that's like that.
Now the difference,
1738.
like Hennessy, for example, like it's gonna be a difference between regular Henny and XL.
Okay.
Like it's gonna be aged more, and it's gonna be smoother. You kind of pay. You kind of do pay for quality, but like something from like Don Julio to like what I mean, Don Julio Patron was around the same age range. That shit the same, my nigga.
Yeah. Now, obviously, if you go gold or silver, then you'll get a different taste. But at the end of the day, all that, that 1942, this 1928, and all that shit, they're just taking your money. That's all they're doing.
For example, Johnny Walker. Like you would know the difference between the damn red label and the blue label and the purple label.
Okay.
That's prime example of Johnny Walker. But that is crazy though. Most of that should be the same. Like people be like,
they do.
I like Patron better. I like Julio better. I'm like,
hey, listen, man, please, if somebody knows a spot to get the Terramina Blanco, please let me know. That's the Rocks tequila. It's sold out everywhere where I'm at. Okay.
Hey,
they continue to buy it all.
How is
it? That's what I'm trying. I'm trying to.
You said the who? The Terramino.
Yeah, the Rocks tequila. I know.
Terramina Blanco, sir. Okay.
That is the name. I heard about that. You know what? That was limited edition though. I know y'all probably don't. Crown Royal Peach. That is amazing. That is out right now.
Man, that shit is overrated. I am okay on that.
You don't like Crown Royal Peach?
Oh, I'm not a dark guy.
Any of those flavors because they too sweet. I mean, it's kind of weird coming from me because I probably had a Long Island iced tea, but I fuck with the tequila if anything. I was disappointed. Actually, I went to the store and they gave me a peach tea. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" It was Long Island. It was Montebello brand, but it was peach tea. I was like, "God, why does shit taste like peach?" It was the nastiest thing I ever tasted. But I don't even know how the fuck we got to talk about liquors and shit. And then also that tequila that you mentioned, what brand of tequila is that?
What do you mean? What brand?
What do you mean? What bottle does it come in?
What do you mean? What bottle? We mean the serving size? It's white.
Yeah, it's white.
You said I never heard of it.
Yeah. No, well, literally, once the Rock started promoting it, like literally, people just start buying it like crazy. Every liquor store where I'm at is sold out. I'm gonna try to order some online. I'm gonna try.
Let me see. Let me see what you're talking about.
All you got to do is type in the Rocks tequila.
Yeah, because he just had a video a couple of days ago, like checking that shit. Somebody gonna do it. I forgot what it was.
Yeah,
one of them young rappers and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, this shit.
Ain't no all this shit. You ain't have it. You ain't have it.
I haven't.
Lie.
But I seen it. It's in the store right now where I'm at. So I should go get a bottle and I'm gonna post a picture.
You lying.
Your ass can't get it.
You lying. You lying.
I am lying on purchasing it, but I will probably show you the.
It's not in the liquor store.
How much you want back?
How much it run for? How much it run for?
It's like 50. It's like 55. I think, depending on what you're getting.
I was about to say that's your liquor store. I got the liquor store.
Yeah, I'm about to say 35, 40 here. That's
it's like $30 to $35. That's it.
Okay,
so the price for the liter that I've just seen.
Because proper whiskey, you get a fifth of that for like 30.
Yeah.
That was
it's 34. Yeah, 34, 30, or 40. It depends on. Yeah. I'm just looking at different liquor stores and shit. That's about
they bring back Cavassier Rosé. Nah, that Moet Rosé was where it was at.
I might have to go ahead and try this out.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Where was that? It still is Moet and Veuve Clicquot Rosé and Bel Air Rosé is pretty.
I like Bel Air though. I like Bel Air.
Yeah, Bel Air. Yep. Got to support black business. You know what I'm saying? Pop a bottle of that black shit.
That shit is nasty.
You crazy. You crazy. Bella is
Maybe
good.
I don't know. Maybe I'm not a champagne drinker. All that shit is nasty to me.
That's probably what it is.
All right,
There
you go.
from the trenches, from the slums. You
That's
can't
how I feel
enjoy the
about
fruits of your labor.
I'm pretty sure it's some vodka y'all like out there. I hate vodka. So. Bloody
Tito,
Mary I on a plane. That's about it.
I can't drink a Bloody Mary. I'll vomit.
Really?
Yes, tomato juice. Yeah, it's the tomato juice. That shit is absolutely disgusting.
Yeah,
whoever thought of that shit is disgusting.
Hey, we're done right. I like it, man. When they put the shrimp and all that on there, that should be all right.
Fuck all that.
Nope.
Fuck all that.
I'll probably eat the shrimp and not even drink the drink. No,
exactly. Make
use the drink is like salsa shit style.
Exactly. Make me a pussy juice cocktail. Make me a pussy juice cocktail with shrimp. Okay.
Let me tell you something. My dear Mexican friends. Real talk, my dear Mexican friends. They put this in beer. That shit is all right. It's like
what is that?
The fuck is that?
Tejan. It's like some type of seasoning. That shit is fun. Put that shit in some brew. Put that shit in some brew. Tejan, bro.
That shit sounds
probably. That shit probably sounds.
I'm not a beer drinker. I'm not a beer drinker. I can't channel my inner redneck. I can't do it.
It's not even a redneck thing. It's common socializing.
Mm-hmm.
It all depends on what type of beer you drink.
Yeah. I'm about to say, all right.
If you out here drinking piss water and shit, like you don't want that.
Let me ask you this, Mr. Jones, what beer do you drink?
Blue Moon and Dos Equis, for the most part.
The same beer that they promote at these NASCAR events when you wear your Confederate T-shirt. I knew it. Okay.
Hey, go ahead, bro.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
I know you
find a picture. When you find a picture of me at a NASCAR event, fuck out of here with that bullshit.
I know what it is.
Oh, shit.
I know what it is.
He said, I hear you, Holmes.
Go ahead, man.
Big Sosa sound Dominican over there. Corona.
Yeah, he do. He is Dominican.
He wants some grenadine too.
Oh yeah, like that.
He is. He don't want to admit it.
In that bitch.
He doesn't want to admit it. He's Dominican. He is.
Ain't nothing wrong with that though. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Corona's decent.
You know what I'm saying? He can't be at the Puerto Rican Day Parade.
I think that's the beer you start with. I think it's the beer you start with. Like everybody starts with Corona. Like that's the first beer everybody drinks. Then they start going to other shit like
yeah. But I'm not gonna fake it. If I do have to drink a beer, I either drink Stella, Artois, or I'll drink
that's my shit.
Corona.
I was about to say that.
Stella's nice.
Yeah,
that's my
Stella,
shit. That's why I'm going off Bucks. Corona. I asked that off Bucks.
I love Blue Moon.
And then Blue Moon. Yeah,
Shout out to Ian. That's who got me on Blue Moon.
For real?
Shout out to
That's
Ian.
crazy.
Yeah. Hey, have you tried the
South Carolina and holler at my folks and shit? You know what I'm saying? They got put me on Blue Moon. They ain't had no Stella down there, so that's how I started rocking.
Have you tried the Corona Summer Lager?
No. How is it?
It is wonderful. That shit is great. Nice, refreshing taste. It's good.
That's like even with the IPAs, like the seasonal Jones. Like I know the winter Jones. I forgot what it is.
Oh, it's some great ones over here. It's some great ones over here.
Can't do it.
It's
no IPAs over here. Can't do it.
I think it's like an October Jones or some shit like that. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Usually get it around the holidays though. But anyway, that shit is delicious. Like I swear this shit tastes like breakfast in a goddamn bottle.
You know what's like cheap but a good wine? Fucking Stella Rosa for the ladies, bro. They love it.
Yeah, you know what though? I'm gonna be honest with you. That Stella Rosa shit actually is good. Like it's like carbonated. It's carbonated wine, but it slaps. It's good.
Yeah, it's not like that fucking Sutter Home bullshit the bros.
Yeah.
I hated that shit. Yeah,
you know
like to be like $12 a bottle, that shit is like good quality. I'm like, get out of here.
Exactly. And you know what, man? Speaking of good quality, fuck that. We done the bubble. Speaking of good quality, let's talk about it, man. WAP Okay, that is some good quality poom poom in
Oh,
that video. Okay,
it
great quality. Okay,
might be good quality
Cardi,
gas too.
I don't know, man. I think some of that
Cardi,
poom poom
listen,
might be overrated.
That's why I say it's good quality
Cardi,
gas.
nah,
Looks
Cardi.
good on TV.
Obviously, no. Obviously, Offset shot Cardi's club up, got her pregnant.
Oh no, no,
Travis
no. See,
Scott,
Cardi's
Travis
good.
Scott shot
Travis
Kylie's
Scott is
club up.
Travis Scott is Travis Scott. I can't. I
You know what I'm
don't.
saying?
No.
He
No, just
shot
I
her
ain't
because you
gonna
got
club
work.
up.
I ain't
just
gonna work.
Now,
because you
now
got the
listen.
club shot up
Can I
doesn't
finish?
really mean
Can I
shit.
finish? Can I
No,
finish?
nigga. I had to
Can I
pause you
finish?
for a minute. Oh, go ahead.
No, can I finish? Okay. Kylie Jenner, clearly she had some fire because her club got shot up.
How?
Tiger risked
Unfortunately,
it all.
or
Tiger did that joke underage. Didn't give a fuck.
She might just be a well seasoned.
unfortunately,
She might be a
listen,
well seasoned veteran, okay? Because she
unfortunately,
started early in the game.
unfortunately, Tory Lanez didn't shoot the right thing up. Okay. He shot the feet up, but not the club. Okay. Okay.
Allegedly.
Nah, whatever it
Allegedly.
is, he did that shit. Okay. She still ain't come out and clear his name. Whatever it is, he did that shit.
Yeah, she ain't talking about no details at all either.
Exactly.
She was the aggressor. But go ahead.
Yeah. But with that being said, this is what I want to say, man. We only gonna spend a couple minutes on this. I just need guys, man, to fucking pull your skirts down. I need for women to please just enjoy the song and relax, okay? Because I'm hearing a lot from the guys, oh, it's derogatory, it's teaching my daughter how to be a hoe and all of that. First of all, sir, if you're not paying
She ain't
attention,
what by now listening to this shit.
exactly,
Keep it real.
exactly.
Fuck that shit.
So for all my women that got that good coochie that start with a K, okay? We know this song for you. You know, y'all hold it down with respect.
Yeah.
Now all y'all,
Everybody don't have WAP.
all them girls,
Everybody don't
all them
have
girls, they got
WAP.
no. Everybody got WAP, but it just may be defined different. It may just be weak ass pussy. You know what I'm saying? So
Bars.
I don't know. But even with that being said, for my chicks that just got coochie, okay, stop riding this wave. All right. You gotta build yourself up until that coochie gets to the proper definition of WAP and humble yourself. Now, for my niggas though, y'all niggas is terrible, okay? Let these ladies shine. You can always decipher of who's real or not, who has the real WAP and who just got the little WAP, you know, who got the weak ass pussy and who got some wet ass pussy. It speaks for itself. I'm not even lying. Literally.
But I'm just getting tired of
Pussy
hearing
speaks for
guys
itself.
complaining. I'm tired of hearing dudes complaining about it at the end of the day. Because guess what? We're not gonna act like we didn't have
Yeah,
Uncle
Mark.
Luke back on.
Comment of the
We,
day, Mark. I'm sorry. Comment
same
of the
niggas who listen to Trina Lil Kim and have OnlyFans subscriptions. Exactly. Okay. I don't care about no
Oh,
damn
somebody
Suki
said,
Hana. I don't listen
oh
to her.
nah, I fucks with
I don't
Suki,
listen to her.
man. Nah, this
I
is
don't listen to her.
disrespectful. Suki Hana job real as shit. She gets that bag, she do what the fuck she want, and she like fuck everybody. And
But here's the thing though.
she's just who she is.
But here's the thing though. I'm trying to figure out why people so outrageous, so shocked by this song. Cardi told us even on her come up, and this is what I liked about Cardi. Cardi told her story before anybody else could. Cardi said, "Listen, I used to be in the strip club selling my pussy to help pay for studio time. I did what I had to do."
I see some wild videos of Cardi.
she said something actually more significant than that. She said, "While all y'all niggas complaining about that, and the people who spit that real hip hop, y'all don't support them."
Which is true.
People like what's he say? What's he say? Snow the Product, Rhapsody. People
Yeah.
That would really hit home to me.
Talk about it.
Like y'all want something with substance? It's out there. It is great music out there.
It is.
But y'all don't fucking listen to it. Y'all don't purchase it. Y'all want this shit, man. And
Of
then
course
come on,
they do.
man. And then come on the flip side too. She swallowed it. NWA. Come on, that was a hit.
Yep.
Akinelli put it in your mouth. Come on, y'all.
Slob on my knob. Like, come on, man.
Come on, man. And then Lil Kim whole first album. Come on,
exactly.
Man.
Come on, man.
Trina, man. Come on, man. Y'all gotta be better.
How about the song that they sampled for WAP? There's some hoes in this house. There's some come on, man.
That's another thing too. Producers, the 90 samples got to stop. It's getting oversaturated. It is getting oversaturated, bro. These past few months, ever since
But you gotta think about it. You gotta think about it now. See, people are clearing these songs more often, so they have the opportunity to use these samples. Some of these samples you couldn't get the clearance for, or you couldn't get it declared. I think that's what it is now.
Well, name one, because I heard a lot of them before.
What you mean, name one like that couldn't get cleared? I'm talking about from an artist, like they get paid. Like, well, okay.
I'm just saying it's becoming a new trend, and I'm seeing it becoming oversaturated.
It was always a trend. It was always a trend with mixtapes. Like that was kind of like the DJ drama era, like where you can use the beat.
But that was original beat that's currently that a rapper was using currently. That's completely different. We're talking about sampling from an era, from a different era.
Well, Kanye did it pretty much his whole fucking entire career.
Well, he sampled the Moblets and the fucking Motown 50s and 60s music. We're talking about 90s music here. It's starting to become oversaturated because I guess because I'm getting older, 90s.
Maybe because you care more from 90s music and they're just tarnishing it, I guess.
No, I wouldn't even say that. I'm just saying, just like movies, TVs, and everything else, it's starting to lack originality, and I'm becoming fair for that as far as music. The rappers are already all rapping the same, off key delivering the same.
I hate that off key shit. Like I don't.
That's the only thing that's still original in rap is the beats, in a way. And that looks like that's starting to go down the shitter because everybody's starting to find a new trend with that. Sampling 90s music is the new 808s. When that was like in the late 2000s, like 2008, 2010, and all that, where everybody wanted to get an 808 all of a sudden.
So now you're saying we need some new tempo beats in the studio.
Something. Shout out to Hit Boy.
Yeah, speaking of that, might as well go ahead and transition to that, man. You know, Hit Boy had a new project out that Mr. Jones actually put me on. I actually thought it was decent.
What, the Hit Boy and Dom Kennedy? Yeah. Dom Kennedy is a very underrated artist, though. I like Dom Kennedy a lot. Shout out to Dom Kennedy. He one of the new West Coast legends to me.
Yeah, he okay. I'm not going to give him too much praise.
Oh my God! Go ahead and name some of the stuff he ripped.
Hold on. Can I get the floor for just 2 minutes? Let me just say this as well.
Close out the hour.
I am. Let me just say this for you all, you hypocritical motherfuckers. Okay.
Yes, I like that.
Because here's what happens. You sit up here, you get on these women, you say, oh, they being hoes and all that. But then, you run into YouTube, you run into the porn sites to watch women that do the same thing in these lyrics because your so-called wife is boring. She's not adventurous in the bedroom and things like that. So which one is it? Huh? Which one? Do you want somebody who's so-called, a traditional wife and just does the regular things around the house, or do you want excitement? Because there are women out there who are willing to do both of those things, but you won't accept them because you call them a hoe. At the end of the day, let me tell you something, man. Almost all these women are used, okay? They've been test driven by other people. But what you have to do is take the car. Let me say this.
Let me fucking finish.
Go ahead. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, that little thing that she do with her tongue that you like, the way she throw it back, somebody else taught her that, man. But it's up to you to add the modifications to it to make it your own.
Why are you talking to Mike P right now?
I'm just saying. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. No, it's some real shit at the end of the day. It is.
It's some real shit. You know these hoes like you on some academic shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Easy told
me
that.
At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Somebody taught her, and then it's up to you to mold it to get it to the way that you want it at the end of the day. Okay? It's just like with the vehicle that you drive off the lot. Majority of you niggas, you getting pre-owned. Some of us are able to get certified pre-owned. But then when you get it home, what do? You make it your own. You add modifications to it. Okay? It is what it is, man. Okay?
What the lady say with us?
Okay.
You got to modify your stroke to please your lady. Every woman
Exactly.
you know what I mean?
Every woman ain't the same. Every woman don't want the same stroke. So it is what it is.
You know, something like
So
the
I'd
thumb.
rather have I'd rather have me somebody who's a little bit more adventurous, who has self-confidence and who takes control of her sexuality versus having some prune, which I'm gonna have to run to the porn sites anyway. Or try to
Put it
find a
like
local
this.
brothel.
Know what you want and don't settle for less. Don't be
Pretty
scared
much.
don't be scared to pursue what you truly want.
Exactly, because you worried about what other people gonna say. At the end of the day, man, if that woman is for you, she's for you. Fuck what your so-called homies and all that got to say. At the end of the day, they trying to stick her behind your back any fucking way.
Well, we don't do that here at TMS.
Yeah, no, we don't do that. But I'm just saying, the so-called people who want to sit up there and judge a lady and all that. Oh, well, she, I heard she used to do this, or I heard she used to be that. Guess what? They the same motherfuckers who probably didn't get it who wanted it. Hating motherfuckers.
Hating motherfucker.
Oh man. Talk about the haters. Hey.
Nah, for real. It's the same thing with the gentlemen. You can pretty much attest. All the women that sit up there who thrown dirt on your name over the years, or oh, he a hoe, he a player, he this and that. Guess what? Tried to come at you one way or another.
I always took that shit as flirting.
Of course.
When I was younger and like women used to do that, oh yeah, ho, you play talk to that. That's because you curious motherfuckers. Like, let's keep it real. Because you want to know why.
Exactly. Nah, but Big Sosa is right. Big Sosa is right. Guess what?
I'm not agreeing with Sosa because that sounds like some wild ass shit. Nah.
But it's the truth. Let me tell you something.
As soon as you travel out of town, you're gonna be seeing niggas and shit. They can be looking at shorty. You be like, why the fuck cuz looking at you like that? She's like, I don't know.
Listen,
that nigga came across.
You
been around. That's like, I'm being honest. Because
you misread what Sosa said. No, you misread what Sosa said. He said that's why you get turned off from out of shit. So here's the thing though.
So you don't know her past? Fuck no. Hell nah.
Well, I'm out the game. I'm out the game.
I have a question mark on her past. So I don't know who the fuck you are. You just this mysterious person that started a brand new life.
Let me tell you something, man. In the words of Big Sam, let me just say this real quick from a conversation that happened at a previous show. In the famous words of Big Sam, you know what I'm saying? That's Mr. Jones' pops. You can't trust what they say, no way. Okay, they ain't never gonna be 100% honest with you.
Go ahead,
you can't never trust what they say, no way. It's the truth.
Don't put that beef on him, okay? I don't know if that was his words.
Thank you. Facts. Pops, I'm waiting for you to chime in. Am I lying? I'm just quoting you. You can't. They say no way. You can't. Okay.
Code told you to multiply by 3.
Exactly. Well, really, American Pie taught us to multiply by 3, but it is what it is.
Bars. Y'all funny for that. But I mean, it goes into the whole thing. Y'all need to calm down. This song is not that bad. And honestly, but the thing is, when I listened to it as a song, and I was like, this is actually a good song. Like, lyrically, I heard the aggression. It was good metaphors in there.
The video was fucking awesome. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I do fucks with the video. And then just like how what they was trying to do with the video. And then like
they could just twerk in the middle of Harlem and it would have been a good video.
Nah. The way they put the video, because they actually had good visuals. You know, like I'm talking about like production.
It was good.
It was
very good production.
I'm not even talking about like just the women, like the color scheme, like the breaking down like the rooms and different scenes and shit like that, and then adding the other female artists that was from other genres that's getting overlooked are now getting radio play.
Cool.
That's like a lot of what was it? Namani, I want to say Mulatto. What was the other
Kylie
chick?
Jenner. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Black queen.
I'm talking about the rappers. Speaking of that, all right, let's be real. It's always real talk by real people, man. Do you think anybody else could have had that slowed down scene?
No, leave it to Kylie Jenner, okay? You know why? Here's the thing. Yeah, I was about to say that. Here's what you have to think about as far as the success of the song and everything. By you giving her that cameo, you know she's going to post it on her IG page. She has millions of followers. So when you trying to get to that number one spot, you put her in there. Let her think about it. Look at what happened with Travis Scott album. Kylie went on ahead and tweeted about it and posted it on her page. Travis beat out Nicki Minaj, and Nicki was in her feelings because of that.
I did think about that though.
Yeah, it's just a marketing thing.
As soon as I seen it,
let's keep it real. She's probably the only one. I wouldn't say, she's the only one who kind of made her empire. She made her empire.
No. All right, I'm gonna stop you there. I'm gonna say what I would say what I was gonna say first, and then I'll
salute to that black queen. Okay,
shut up. You stop doing that. No, that's not cool. But anyway, it was a smart move, far as a business wise. Like you made a great point. Like when she did the Travis Scott thing, and then she he outbeat Nicki Minaj with the album sales because she tweeted it, and then Nicki was mad because she was like, they having a baby, and she got like 1 billion followers and some shit like that. So she was kind of mad.
That family got the best promo.
But with this, I did see the promo. I did see the promo. When the video came out, she did posted it on her page and was, check out the WAP video. So I was like, okay, this is a great promo play. So you're going to get sales regardless because everybody's going to watch this video because of her.
All right, what's the but? That's all I'm waiting.
And also, you had the fan base of everybody else that was featured in the video. But what I was about to say with Kylie Jenner, you cannot give credit to her. She's literally Pinocchio while Kris Jenner is playing Geppetto. Okay? Like all the kids. They're all made up. They're all crafted.
No, I disagree.
You sound like the rest of them niggas out there hating on
them. Because here's the thing. Because at the end of the day, she could have taken the whole sex tape route and did all of that, but she didn't. She chose makeup, okay? And the fact that her makeup line is worth billions of dollars, come on, man. Like, you got to give her
wasn't even on that show. She wasn't even on the E! Show like that. She wasn't to be on there.
Yeah, like, come on, man.
If anything, all right, I'm just going to try to make it make sense. And I don't want to even throw the hate card out there, but isn't it the same route when you change your image of who you are to make it appeal to everybody else?
But how did she change her image? What are you talking about?
She just became an adult. She just became an adult.
She became an adult.
So she's saying. So you're saying her looks. She became an adult because that was natural, and she grew up.
Yes, she was always bad.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, here's what you got to understand too. Zeus.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and do your research on that, and I'm gonna leave it there because that never happened. Like that, nothing is natural about anything.
Well, here's the thing.
Go ahead.
But here's the thing as well. I think it's also. It's not what Chris did. It's called being a part of the climate that you're in. That's just like models. If you want to be a supermodel, what do you have to do? You have to be skinny. You have to wear your hair a certain way. You have to walk a certain way. So the fact that Kylie is living in LA where it's plastic surgery / Botox city, you either can sit there and try to be Miss Natural and, I'm going to go my own way and drown.
She adapted to her environment type shit, or she was
that's all she did.
Product of her environment. Just like the same thing with anybody. I mean, she's sitting in LA. That's the common trend. So she had to adapt to her environment and just go ahead and play the role.
Exactly. Guess what?
I can get your point. Do I agree with it? No, but
let me tell you something.
To say she's not self-made at all, though, I don't agree.
Yeah, she's self-made.
Self-made?
Out of all of them, she's the most self-made. She put the most work in her product out of all of them.
Exactly, because here's what we have now.
Because how much did she promote her product? How much was she?
That's what I was going to ask you. Did she actually promote her product, or was it somebody else promoting her product?
It was somebody else. It was word of mouth. It was word of mouth. Because here's the thing: at the end of the
word of mouth.
What do you mean? All her followers.
Everything. Okay.
I know what you're trying to get at, but I mean, yes, Chris is the leader of the empire. But to say you try to go as far as trying to say Chris was like, "This is your business, and you're going to make money off that business." Nah, she chose
pretty much with everything else. I mean, everybody else had their route. and they're pretty much their family is on Front Street, so it's not like I'm about to say anything that's not been broadcasted on TV.
No,
we know who's unsuccessful and who can't promote and who has to make changes. Everybody
who's not successful? Who's not successful in that family?
They all successful.
Well, it's technically, but I'm talking about in their bracket.
I'm asking you, who's not successful in that family? Who?
In their bracket.
No. Stop trying to change it. Who's not successful in that family?
I say, who's that? Rob and motherfucking shit. What's the other one?
Does Rob not have his own business ventures with the socks and everything?
Oh my God, man! No, I think he actually already sold that shit because he couldn't manage it. That was a long time ago. He did started that shit, but he had a partnership with it, and he was trying to put him off.
Let me ask you this: is Rob a millionaire? Yes or no?
I mean, yeah, of course, but
so how's he not successful?
Don't forget about Perfect Skin. I think Perfect Skin.
Exactly. Come on, man. Stop it. You sound like everybody else now who don't like the Kardashians. It is what it is, man.
I just like them. I just said
it's okay. It is what it is. They're successful. It don't matter who's pulling the strings. At the end of the day, Jay-Z pulling the strings at Rock Nation. Don't mean that Meek Mill ain't successful or Megan Thee Stallion ain't successful.
It's pretty much, if this can make sense, it's like, we have
at the end of the day, everybody has
like we had the Jackson 5.
At the end of the day, sir.
And then we also had Joe Jackson.
Sir, no,
and then we have
at the end of the day,
Destiny Child, and then we also have what's their father name?
No. At the end of the day,
because it's a family, a group that had like
that's what I'm going to. Yeah, at work like the whole time.
Zeus, no.
I'm not even reaching.
No. You are Zeus. At the end of the day, everybody has an advisor or a manager that will help you. You have to have the right team of people around you. That goes for anybody. That goes for Rick Ross. That goes for Drake. That goes for Jay-Z. That goes for anybody.
I think Drake will actually be the great example for this. I mean, I'm not hating on anything, but it's just like when you can't be yourself and somebody telling you, hey, man, you need to play these roles. It's like they pulling the strings and you got to actually act that role and shit. You got to act that character for you to be successful. And I just feel as though it's just like.
But what character is Drake? But what character now is Drake?
That's not. I would say that's not a good example because what Drake had to go through.
He got the machine right now.
He's an anomaly, bro. You know how many bad deals that Drake had over his career that he overcame?
Yep.
Remember, he started off at a 360 at YMCMB.
Yep. And it wasn't, and it literally took Jay Prince stepping in and managing him that got him his own deal with Universal. That's how OVO got imprinted there. And then Drake started making money outside of YMCMB with the whole Jordan deal and having the OVO 12s and whatever else OVO Jordan.
So when he got the Jay Prince, then he changed his whole persona?
What do you mean his whole persona?
Wasn't that when
he was making more money?
Beard Drake came out?
Everybody. Here's the thing: here's the thing, sir. When you make enough money, of course, it's going to change you. That's anybody. Rick Ross, Jay-Z talk about Maybach coupes and Versace paintings and all that other shit.
Time out. You tell me you're going to be the same person you are right now with $10 million if you had $10 million. You have to adjust.
Exactly. You have to. And if you are the same person with $10 million,
no, I'm not saying adjusting to, as far as your lifestyle.
Adjusting is changing.
Or your
adjusting
pocket.
is changing. No, adjusting is changing.
My point is the direction of
Zeus,
adjusting because of somebody else, of being controlling this image. Like, I'm gonna be myself. Yeah, I would change. I would adapt to, my nature, but also I'm not gonna be fake and then play this role or this image like I have to.
But what role? But let me ask you this though: what role is Drake playing that he's being fake? Is what I'm saying, because I never heard him come out and say he got kilos. I never heard him come out and say he gonna shoot somebody in the head. He's being who he is, which is a rapper / singer. He's still catered to the women, and he just like stunting on people. That's all it is.
And he don't like taking whole pills. He always talks about taking half a pill or something.
That's it. He like taking half a pills. He
Now,
can't take a whole pill.
Contradict yourself, right? Now, this is the same guy that pick up on trends and that you said still niggas trends to remain relevant. Now, yes,
He does. He steals the trends, but at the same time,
same role.
But here's the difference. No, but here's the
loving,
difference.
caring guy.
No.
All right, we gotta bring it back home. We going everywhere.
We are. But here's what I just want to say, just in closing. Yes, he does. He'll rap like somebody. He'll use somebody's sound, but his content is not changing. His content is, I want to spoil women. I'm not trying to get married. I want to fuck a bunch of women. I want to wear expensive jewelry, drive expensive cars, and take expensive trips. That is Drake's rhymes. That is Drake's rhymes. If he raps it like the Migos, if he raps it like Rick Ross, if he raps it like Popcorn, anyway, but his content is the same. It's just that his delivery or his flow may change depending on what artist he's working with.
And I put it like this to kind of dig deep in your point, Zeus. Everybody has a role, whether you like it or not, if you in this form called entertainment. Even though we're being 100% natural with ourselves on this show, we all play a role for this show to be compatible. Like, for example, you are a moderator. You know what I mean? I might be like the old man color analyst person, you know? And MT is the knowledgeable one. Like we affectionately call him the Charlemagne of the group. And that's pretty much the roles we play, but we're being ourselves. So I can see what you mean as far as that. I'll give you that.
Right. And then also, going to that point, there's nobody behind that. No, I just want to finish it off. There's nobody behind that.
Nobody behind it right now
because you play this role for the rest of this. Say if we get to the next step, we get to the next level, right? And then there's somebody else, and it's like, you know what? Hey, MT, I need you to keep on playing that role. Hey, I'm gonna need you to keep on doing this. Nah, I'm going to do what's going to be best and be me. Like you're not.
What you have to understand is this, though. No, but what you have to understand is this. I'm not saying change who you are, but at the end of the day, there are some adjustments that need to be made when there's money involved. I'll give you a prime example right now. Smack URL. Anybody who's a true Smack URL fans know Smack events used to start at 2:00 and them shits wouldn't end till fucking midnight because he never started the battles on time.
And you might miss the main event. You might miss the main event.
And you might not get a main event because the venue is like, oh, you know what? We can't hold this open any longer. And he got to end up doing a main event when they out on the street battling or something. Now that they on caffeine, the battles are literally happening in 15-minute intervals. Once a battle ends, it's 15 minutes, and then that next battle is starting.
But here's my thing as far as that, too. It's the situation we're in, too, with the COVID and all that. Because you got to remember, with battle rap, one thing that stresses out battle is crowd reaction. That was like no crowd reaction or anything. All these battles are 30 minutes tops. When back in the day, a battle like a Daylight and Tay-Rock, that shit might have took an hour and a half.
But I'm not even talking about that. I'm not even talking about the crowd reaction. I'm talking about the time in between the battles.
Smack out there looking all stupid and shit like, hey, about the production quality.
Yeah, I'm talking about, here's what I'm talking about. Remember how when a battle used to happen, and then we would have to wait to 30 to 45 minutes for the next battle to start?
We don't get that. And everything. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, we don't get any of that anymore. The next battle starts in 15 minutes.
These events been 2 hours, bro.
Yep.
Been 2 hours.
The event starts at 4.
I know that shit. The whole time.
Starts at 4. It's over by 6. No later than 6:30.
That's cool. The whole time he's still doing his shit in a battle platform. And he's still doing it his way. That's what I'm saying. They're not saying, hey, come out here and be this fucking great host and and then let somebody else come off and perform the shit. Nah, nigga,
but that's his role, though. But that's still his role, even though it's natural.
It's still his role. But he's just like, man, look, I'm gonna do it myself. Like, I got it. You know what I'm saying? It's just more managed.
Can I ask you something?
More people.
Can I ask you something?
Okay, like they're pulling strings and like, hey, Smack, we need you to do this type shit. Nah, man. All right,
Can I ask y'all something? Can I ask you something? Have you heard the F word at all in any of these recent battles since they signed with Caffeine? And by F word, I don't mean fuck.
Oh, you talking about? Well, they stopped saying that years ago. DNA, the last person that said the F word, and that was like 2013, though.
Nah, it's been said since then.
Nah, I think Daylight said that shit.
Yeah.
And
Matter
then
of fact,
also
he did
somebody
just
that
say
was
that against
viral.
Tay
Yeah,
Rock.
he did.
He
Yeah.
did just say that against Tay Rock. You're right.
So, and I want to say Tay Rock actually said it in the second round.
I'm about to say, you don't think that word gonna fly when he battled Miss Hustle too? Shit.
Come on, man.
Shit.
I don't know. It might.
I mean, look, it's battle rap. I mean, it's just like comedy.
Because
It's
you
like,
know why?
everything's
You know why?
You can't be sensitive. Like anybody can get it. That's what I always say.
Caffeine ain't nothing but Twitch. It's live streaming for people that does games and platforms. It's just Drake got a stake in it. That's what makes it good. It's still uncensored because, like, talk about battle rap. The shows that the battle rappers got, them jokes be off the hook. They be drunk, high, saying wild shit on it. Like the Sue Surf Jazz, the rapper joint, that shit is wild. So yeah, I don't think Caffeine censoring shit. It's just it ain't nothing but Twitch.
Okay.
Well, I ain't gonna lie though. I think Caffeine is. They did fund Smack to actually have better venues and like a limited time and stuff like that.
I mean, but that's great though. That's great for him, and that's great for his platform. It's not like he's.
One thing I don't like about it is Avocado should be there. I don't know why Avocado ain't there.
Probably one of the
Avocado. Here's what I'm hearing. Avocado edits a lot of the footage. So somebody shoots it, but Avocado edits it.
For the app.
Well, maybe he got it separate, and that way he can get paid on the actual app instead of having, I guess, his connections with Caffeine. Maybe that wasn't.
I ain't gonna lie. The stream dropped on Caffeine yesterday. They had to do one of the battles the whole second round over because
I'm sure he's getting paid. I know that much. I'm sure he's getting paid.
Yeah. Well, all right, man. Let's jump into new music that dropped this Friday. Okay. We had some new music. We had Hit Boy. We had Young Dolph. We had Drake drop a new song with Lil Durk that we'll get into. But before we get into all of that, just real quick, I just need to know, please comment below. Tell me if this is an L or not. So for those of y'all that don't know, Slim 400 got a fuck 6ix9ine tattoo. So for those of y'all that don't know, Tekashi went out there to LA. I was about to say that. So Tekashi went out there to Nipsey Hussle's mural. Yeah, like Tekashi 6ix9ine went out there to so-called pay his respects to Nipsey's mural. But at the end of the day, if anybody's a true Nipsey fan, y'all already know that Nipsey never really rocked with Tekashi. Tekashi claims he's just paying his respects. He ain't mean no disrespect by it, anything like that. So Slim 400 went and got a fuck 6ix9ine tattoo. Who took the L in this situation?
Slim.
His
name Slim 400 is already an L. And then getting that tattoo was even a bigger L.
You're not Slim or Millie. You're not Slim or just Slim.
Dog, if you only Slim with baby,
hold on, listen. I think the 400 comes from the 400 block or something like. Because remember YG 400 or something like that.
Yeah,
I think that's the blood gang that they in. Yeah,
pop this, something like that. All right,
yeah. Anyway, all right. You know what? I ain't gonna disrespect my homies and shit. But
yeah, I'm not.
So yeah.
Just to keep it a buck, he still took an L.
Yeah,
you know what it is, and then also just the disrespect of 6ix9ine doing that shit. It is within itself. Like he's, I mean,
at this point, the kill 6ix9ine is assassination. Okay,
it is. I mean, because that's what he wants, and then he already know that's pretty much more than likely about to happen.
It's security. It's protection. He literally have government agents around him at all times.
I was about to say that, and like that's what people need to understand. Yeah, like that's what people need to understand. Like, stop letting this guy get y'all riled up, because the more and more you do these things, you make these posts, you get tattoos of him on your body saying "fuck him" and all of that kind of stuff. Like at the end of the day,
he getting paid.
He gonna grow old.
Exactly, he getting paid.
It's just gonna be like you still got this this memorabilia of him tatted on your body.
Exactly.
And you saying fuck him, and he's eating, he's living life.
Like it's his baby mother or something.
So like how can you say fuck him and he's
But
living
then you
happy.
go exactly like at the end of the day, like Takashi literally, and he's having fun trolling people. So all he's doing right now is building up all this buzz. People are saying, "Oh, you know, when I catch 6ix9ine, when I this and that." Like, who was it that said it? In Chicago, I forgot who
Now,
it was. That was
oh,
basically
I
like,
know
look,
you
if
want
you
to
come back to
talk.
Chicago, I'm a,
Was it
you know what I'm
600
saying, you're gonna be
Breezy?
killed. Yeah,
600 Breezy.
600 Breezy was like, look, you come back to Chicago, we're gonna kill you, all of that. Takashi, he loves it because all this buzz and everything that he's getting, all he's gonna do is turn around, drop an album, and the streams are gonna go up and he's gonna do decent numbers. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's it.
Is
But
it?
it's just,
Can anybody
I
pull up
mean,
a? Can anybody pull up an image of that tattoo?
yeah, I got it right here. I got the video. I'm about to hold on, let me see.
Oh, man, that's just stupid as hell. I
Of
don't know
course
what
it
people
is.
be thinking.
This is my this is my first time
I
hearing
think it's
this.
the drugs, and then also I think it's like they group. Like nobody was there to be like, nah, dog, that's not really smart. Like,
Yep,
please don't do this. Like, you gonna regret that shit. Nah, man, I'm already tatted. Nah, nah, you can get another tat, okay?
exactly. Hold on, let me see if I
How
can.
about you make a shirt, okay? And then you can wear it for a day or two.
Oh man, keep it real, man. Put the name on the wall. Never mind.
Well, yeah, of course, I'm not gonna go there, but
Yeah, hold on. I'm
I guess
sharing
I
it to the
save it
group
for
right
the jack
now.
break. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I save it for the jack break because I'm definitely gonna bring this back up because there's some
Man,
points that I want to touch that I won't bring to
That
this
is,
point.
I just posted it on the page. Yeah, but it's so weird, and he got it like
speak
on,
yourself.
like he got it on this part right here. Like it's just, my
On
thing
the
is the fact that you, yeah, like on his back shoulder, like the fact that you would waste that much time saying f somebody. Like, come on, man. Like at the
that's
Why
end
would
of the day,
you?
6ix9ine
that's
wins.
that's
Like at the
borderline
end of the,
obsessive. That's obsessive.
yeah, like at the end of the day, 6ix9ine wins. He does.
It's not a point of winning or losing. It's the point of like, dog. I don't. I would never. You call it spite or whatever, but the tattoo another man on you that's not like your dead grandfather or somebody that's near and dear to you. Some nigga on the street that snitched and
Yeah,
had the boss that actually said he did it. Because we know most of the damn hip hop industry doesn't snitch.
of course they have.
He just had the boss to say he did it.
Exactly. Especially people, you know what I'm
I
saying, who go
already
out
know
there.
how that like the entertainment world work. Like, man, a lot of shit is with
Let me tell you something.
disclosures.
No,
Jamie Foxx exposed that when he exposed Plies. Okay, let's be real.
Nah, but like whole time, Plies wasn't smart. If he was smart, he would have took the 6ix9ine road, had security and all that shit. They had security, but they ain't had the right security. And Jamie
Exactly.
Foxx explained it so perfectly. And it seemed like I'll probably be in a Jamie Foxx show.
Algernon. Algernon. But nah, but for real though, man, let's get into this fucking music, man.
yeah, and
All
at
right,
the end of
fuck
the
all that.
day, and you know,
No, 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 no,
by
no, no,
Eric
no.
Bischoff, man, controversy creates cash. That's what it
Of
is.
course it does. That's all it is. But let's talk about it, man. Young Dolph dropped a new album. It's called Rich Slave.
Bathroom break. Go ahead.
That's fine. Zeus, how do you feel, sir, about the album?
Why you ask me, man? Come on, man. You know that's our young brethren over there. Actually,
Yeah.
it's pretty decent. I
Yeah.
mean, he still gave, his doll flow. I mean, he's not the most conscious rapper that you would
Mhm.
get, but he still gave something that you needed to hear, or something that you
Yeah.
can relate to in everyday life. And this is
Yeah.
what I like. That's what I like from rappers. Like if you can relate something that I can relate to, like in everyday life, which one of his songs, like The Land, which is great to me. And then
Mhm.
already heard Sunshine before, which was decent. And then also I think it was Blue Diamonds.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
all
Blue
three of those
Diamonds was fire. That's my shit.
So all three of those songs, they still had something that you can relate to in everyday life because everything that's going on. He talked about like the virus and like how they trying to keep, you know, class down or people that's urban, in the
Mhm.
box and not let us shine. Or if we are shining, then it has to be a problem with that and how society works, they can still hold us down at the end of the day, or that gives them the right to go ahead and treat us like this. So it was decent. I think this is like one of his projects that shows maturity, but there's a major but. He needs to grow up completely because he's holding this Yo Gotti shit for too long.
Of course he is. To me, I thought it was a dope project. As always, like any Young Dolph project, the production was fire. The Land was a decent track. Blue Diamonds was decent. R&B with Meg Thee Stallion. That shit is going to be a hit.
That's a radio.
That shit should be able, that should be able to run up the charts. Exactly. So with that being said, you're right. He needs to let this whole Yo Gotti beef go. Because you could talk about fucking his baby mama and all of that, but guess what? At the end of the day, you ran into that man's camp in LA. They pushed you to the ground and shot you in your ass cheek. Okay? They could have killed you, but they shot you in your ass cheek.
Well, you can see how it's hard.
They won.
They
won.
That's really embarrassing.
They won.
That's
at
really
the end of the day.
But nah,
they
won. The thing is with me,
they won. They won.
He mentioned like, why do you even keep on mentioning this shit? Like, oh, you got to rap it mad at me because I fucked your bitch.
No, like you gonna do something back. That's my thing.
Nah, it's not even that though. Like, I genuinely think that there's still tension, and he's probably talking about it.
Ain't no more tension. You shot me in the ass. Ain't no more tension. I'm coming to kill you, nigga. If he ain't gonna do nothing, there's no point in talking about it. That's how I look at it. I mean, all right, I'm gonna give an unbiased review of Young Dolph. Everybody knows I'm the hip hop guy. This is not my cup of tea.
Do that because I just want to say something before we get into the next album.
Yeah. So let me break it down. As all these,
Mr. Jones.
As all these young people in this generation product, the production was good. I mean, honestly, that's what kept me listening to it. And honestly, a song like The Land, I can appreciate. I can really appreciate it. But can I be honest with you? Ain't it like status quo in hip hop at this point to talk about COVID and shit like that? Ain't it almost like an obligation? Like
not for artists like him though. That's what I'm saying.
No,
that's what made it different.
Why not?
Because he's never been held to that standard. He's never been held to that standard of, hey, you need to talk about current events and you need to talk about Black Lives Matter.
Natural. You know when this shit sounds forced. Because he was almost about to retire at one point. And then he had an interview talking about everything that was going on. And he was just like, man, shit. Like, you know, he had other ventures that he wanted to take off, but he was like, shit, I can't really do it because of everything that's working right now. That's why this album was called Rich Slave, because he still felt like he was held back. He was still kind of successful, but he still had to go back to rap to go ahead and
finish
contracts, finish these albums, talk about how he can get out and still do what he need to do and still be successful, or a rich black young man, or whatever the fuck he wanted to do.
Okay. So, like, he did a lighter version of story of OJ.
Basically,
I'd say he did a Dolph version. Well, not even The Land. I wouldn't say that. I can't compare that to the story of OJ.
But, I mean, but honestly, it was almost around an obligation to this time to start talking about real shit. And honestly, all his peers done already started doing it. It was about time he do it.
I just think he took the L just still talking about Yo Gotti. If he wouldn't have mentioned Yo Gotti in this album, I swear to God, I'd have been like, man, you know what? He on it. You know what I'm saying? Next project probably be solid. But just going back to that, it's like you needed a little bit of power. And also, you got Black guys.
I forget about it next week.
Shooting back in some rich ass suburb somewhere, shooting his Glock off and shit, talking about he got tension with Young Dolph, talking about his mans. I'm like, man, I think at this point, that's what gives the album a lower rating for me. Like I would have gave it maybe a 4, but now it's like at a
4. I'm sorry.
A 4 out of 5?
That's not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea. Go ahead. I'm not going to hate. A 4. Nigga, a 4? That joint up there with Royce's album?
No. I gave that a 5, didn't I?
I don't know. I think you might have gave that a 4.
The Royce
I
album?
don't know, man. That's a tough one.
The
A
Ross or
4 out of
Royce?
5?
Royce. I ain't
Royce
say-
the 5'9".
Yes, his last album.
I don't think I would have gave that a 4.
You would gave it lower?
Damn, that's
Nah, that would have been higher. I fucks with Royce.
Oh, to say he
And
still
his last
got
album.
like album of the year. It came out January, honestly.
yeah. Let me just say this:
Hey,
the Dolph project.
Like I said, if he
Production.
would have took that off, he probably could have had another song that would have been greater. But he
I
had
give him a 3.5. He gets
God
a
damn!
3.5.
3.5?
no. This is like one of his step up projects. I'm not even gonna lie to you. This is a step up project. Like, not even gonna lie to you, just from like me knowing him and maybe his personal opinion.
What BA at? BA could talk about this with you. He could talk with me when y'all talk about music. BA would be my son when y'all talk about young music. What's up? That 3.5, bro. That's very that is very high to me. Wale album is a 3.5 to me. That shit ain't better than Wale album. I'm sorry.
I don't know. It's pretty
It
fine.
depends though. That's too.
You don't know.
All right, so look though. Listen. How you judging this album? Wale is a different product of music. We're not going to
Exactly.
Yeah,
we're judging this music. Okay,
yeah, I understand.
that's why we're rating this like this.
Yeah, I know.
It's like if
like
we're listening to.
I'm trying to. I'm really trying. I am really trying. You can't say I'm not. I'm trying.
It's like we listen to an
Actually,
R&B album. That's like if we rated the Weekend album. We were rated in a Weekend category of an R&B category.
But that's universal. Everybody likes Weekend. Anybody can rock the Weekend.
No, you're missing my point though. Like, oh, sorry. My point is we're just going to rate it in that category. This is Young Dolph we're talking about.
Oh, so we just want to say. Hold on. I just want to say that cocaine is universal. So of course we're gonna make the Weeknd's album universal. Okay, we'll leave it at that.
Facts. Facts. All right, so I guess you're gonna categorize it under that. What is that genre of music?
Who, Dolph?
Yeah, what we're gonna call that? Since we're gonna put that in the box, we're gonna judge it in the box instead of just with everything else as far as just music. Because I mean, a 3 would be fine. I mean, you could give it a 3. I wouldn't, but you could give it a 3. But like a 4, 3.5, I think that's high. Personally,
I mean, if we talking in a rap category,
because you know what else was a 3.5 to me? 21 Savage last album. Do you think that's better than 21 Savage last album?
what was the last album? I would have gave that a 4.
Okay, I gave
that one was solid. And to be honest, it could have got a 5 because you got to think about it. 21 Savage was killing. He was everywhere. I think he had like maybe what was it 2 or 3 hits on there. I know one of them got a lot. He had a lot.
Yeah, he had a lot.
He had a lot, and then he had the what was it? The bank closed or some shit like that. I know that jump popped off. Damn, what was that jump? Yeah,
even though it's 2 years ago. Do you because I gave this, I believe, a 3 or 3.5. Do you think it's better than Kodak Black Dying to Live 2 years ago? That'll be the ultimate test. If it's really
say what?
For that. Is it better than Kodak Black Dying to Live? His last joint that came out 2 years ago.
Nah.
It's not a 3.5, bro. That's high.
I didn't say it was 3.5. I said I would have gave it.
If he said it, he ran. Oh, if he said he ran.
Yeah, he did. He said it. But now, I was saying, if he would have changed it and then left off that Yo Gotti shit, and then really, this was on forward progress. Like that's the only thing that's down in this album. It's just like, bruh.
And can we be real too? When the last time production was bad on the album? We need to stop putting that as a plus. Production is like at an all-time high right now. Can nobody do wrong with production?
No. Yeah, yes, you can. I don't know. It was one album that was fucking trash. Like, I don't know who the fuck put that shit together, but
when the last time you heard
about it on the show?
Production? We need to stop adding production as a plus. Everybody has production. Everybody has good production now.
That's not That's
Gunna
not true.
album was fire production. Little Baby album.
I still don't even like Gunna album, to be honest with you.
But the beats
I
are
don't even
like
think
that.
I don't even
The
think I
beats
listened
are
to
like
it all
that.
the way through for real.
Yeah,
Yo,
stop.
man,
Hold on, hold on. Whoa, 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 whoa,
productions
whoa,
are
whoa,
like
whoa. Nah, hold on, Zeus. I'm about to dead this right now. Mr. Jones, one of the things that we've constantly crowned this man years and years over time is for having fire production. And that gentleman is Kanye West. Have we not?
like fire production.
Yes, come on now.
Yeah, that's what he's known for. Come on, H2
Okay,
is.
then. So at the end of the day, how can you say take away fire production? Because that's what Kanye is all about.
But I'm talking about today. Today, these rappers
Come on,
today.
man. Stop.
All their albums got fire
Stop.
production. Name an
That's
album
not
that
true.
doesn't. Name one. Name one.
Name an album that doesn't have fire production. To be honest,
Out
Gunna's
of these,
entire
out of all these
album,
littles, all these littles, like as far as beats.
Gunna's album, the whole album didn't have fire production. I'd say about half of it.
You're reaching.
Well, everybody gotta be reaching when we don't agree, okay?
You don't have to agree. You don't have to agree. I don't think everybody's reaching. You don't have to agree. We'll go
All
back and
right,
listen.
talk about your little Hit Boy shit. Talk about that.
Nah,
Why you
not
gotta
worthy of it.
why you
Not
gotta
worthy
say
of it.
why you gotta
Yep.
say little hit boy shit
Let's
though?
get to Double XL
Disrespectful.
2009. Yeah, I'm done.
Nah. We gotta talk about the Hit Boy album and shit.
It had fire.
If anything,
production
we
like
want to talk
everything else.
about
It had fire
music
production like
quality.
everything else. Next thing. Let's go to that Double XL.
Oh my god. You know
I'm
what?
begging. I'm done. I'm begging you.
Fuck both of y'all. Go ahead. Kick it off, Jones. Mr. Jones. God damn.
Shit, I'm done with music after that. That's crazy. All right, so 2009, that's what we're going over because 2008, they actually skipped a year. If you want to listen to our past episode, we did a midweek episode about 2 weeks ago, actually explaining the first week of the Double XL class. Now, this one right here, 2009, is, I believe, the best class out of all of them. Top 3, definitely, because there's one more class that can argue with it, I believe. But out of this one, I like this class personally because the stories behind it, because they went everywhere. Because at this point in 2009, yes, everybody was on their way. But how their careers turned out, Joe, it's like, wow. One went this way, one went way down here. Some people stayed on the plateau. It was all over the place. But let's get over the list. Starting off the list and the class of the list, I would say Wale. It was Wale, B.O.B., Charles Hamilton, Ashtaroth, Corey Guns. I can't wait to talk about Ashtaroth. Blue, Mickey Fax, Ace Hood, Currency, and Kid Cudi. What a lineup. First of all, before we continue, what did y'all think about the 2009 class in general?
I mean, it was a dope class. Looking at it now, and we looking at who's still relevant and everything, and who's still got some type of buzz. It was a decent class. It was a very decent class. Double XL got it right with this class, is what I can say, especially with a few of the individuals. Go ahead, Zeus.
Nah, just piggybacking off of that, I think they actually did get it right with this class. Like a lot of the Double XL class, which we will probably get into the future, they just really hit the button. At least with this class, there's a lot of names that we'll probably break down that's still rememberable right now, that we know what they're doing. And then it was some of them that was actually overrated. I wouldn't say they missed the button, but they were doing a thing in that certain time.
Yeah. Some I'm just surprised they ain't go nowhere. Some of them I'm like shocked they ain't go nowhere. Matter of fact, I'm gonna name a name. We'll break it down, and then we just name it good, bad, or ugly like that instead of going over the whole thing. The first name I want to talk about with y'all is, and this is more currently because he's kind of trying to revive his career, but he's dead by now. It's Ace Hood. What do y'all think? How did Ace Hood turn out to y'all? Was he good, bad, or ugly? Break down Ace Hood. How his career went.
So I would say bad, and I say bad because he chose. Obviously, he had the flow, he had the image, especially with he came out during the time when Lil Wayne came out.
The Lil Wayne era, the Lil Wayne
exactly. So everybody who was, you know what I'm saying, dark skin, your brown skin, your hair dreads, and had a little muscles with them, you know what I'm saying? They could have
tank top.
Yeah. So with that being said, it was bad because he had hits, but the problem was he
Yeah,
signed to somebody. And here's the thing: at the time, it might have seemed like it was smart because he signed to a DJ, but that DJ then tried to become an artist. That DJ wanted the spotlight. Normally, the DJs play the back seat. A DJ wanted the spotlight, and that was Khaled. So because of that,
the Kirk Franklin of rap.
Exactly.
Lil Jon 2.0.
Exactly. So at that point, it calls for Ace Hood's career to be pushed back while Khaled's was brought to the forefront. And that was the issue. That was the issue.
He was more annoying than Lil Jon. Lil Jon did his part. He just cites the song. Now, Khaled was trying to take over.
Yeah.
Like a song like Make It Rain. Like a song like Make It Rain.
Like Lil Jon did his thing. That's why I just made that subliminal. Like DJ Khaled literally wanted to be that nigga. Like Lil Jon flows like literally like maybe there's like maybe a handful of songs that I can remember that he tried to flow on, and it was just like nah.
Lovers and Friends though, Lil Jon did the perfect verse, even though you know what I mean. Like
it was Lovers and Friends, but it was another.
Are you sure you want to go this route? Let a nigga know before I pull it out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit.
But yeah, the Khaled did. Like, it was bad at the time because Khaled was fucking white at the time too. So of course he wasn't giving top priority. That's around the prefix and the suffix.
But no. All right. So talk about the Ace Hood thing. I say it's definitely a bad. It's almost ugly because he rode that faith in DJ Khaled, and DJ Khaled did fuck him over royally. Like he literally could have pushed him out. He had a solid project with the Hustle Hard. He had another project, behind that. And even that album, he had a couple of nice, decent songs on there too.
He tried to jump out that bag. He did.
It wasn't he had a like a soft hit, like with an R&B artist that was on the radio. It got a lot of radio play. I can't think of it now.
Though I'm in the streets, you know exactly what I do.
Oh my God!
It was Trey Songz.
If you listening right now, Tay and Josh, y'all crazy. But anyway, go ahead.
Exactly. Trey Songz.
Trey Songz. Ride was the joint. I mean,
ride exactly what I do.
Hey, so just with that, it's just like he had a good run, but he just didn't have the
Bugatti. Bugatti was a jam. Was a jam.
Oh my God. Yeah, it was. Nah, I think that was the same album that he had that
Hustle Hard.
Was it Hustle Hard?
I think it's the same album. But yeah, Bugatti, like that's the only reason I won't give him an ugly, because he did try to climb out that bag. But I think he
dropped the project not too long ago, and it was actually decent. I think what actually failed him, it was his camp, and then also that goddamn interview when his goddamn bezel fell off his watch.
Yeah.
I mean, that hurt. But let's be honest, his music, his style, and everything was only set up for that generation.
That shit killed his ass. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Like, he was only made the last 3 to 5 years. You don't want to
hear that shit.
He wasn't made the last 20 years. Like, he was built.
That's why I said, at the end of the day, here's the thing. I appreciate that he got married. I appreciate that he's on fitness. That's what he needs to do. Honestly, that's what he needs to create an OnlyFans for. And before everybody, oh my God, MT is being weird. At the end of the day, there are people that are on OnlyFans that are not actually showing their bodies sexually and things like that. It's to provide exclusive content. So if I was him, I would have done my workout videos and stuff like that on OnlyFans to make people pay for his workout sessions versus putting them on YouTube for free.
I give you that. And this is
we didn't need an album. We didn't need an album from him. We did not.
Nah, I don't know.
His recent project, we didn't need it.
We all agree it's bad. We all agree it's bad.
We didn't need it.
Yeah, we all agree.
All right, come on, speed it up. Let's go.
Thank you. I mean, y'all the one rushing it. All right, next one is
Astronaut. Oh man, let's not talk about this guy.
Asher Roth, ugly.
I think why is ugly because he was supposed to be Mac Miller. He's supposed to be Mac Miller. He's
He's
supposed to be
up there, Mac Miller.
He's supposed to be what Lil Dicky is now. Because that college Joe was a jam. Everybody played that dumbass I Love College song. It was crazy. He never went nowhere. Mac Miller literally stepped up and took his spot. So I would say ugly too, but he had a lot of potential. But let's be honest, that's another person that was set up to last a little generation. Because around that time, guess what was out and what was popular? The White Rapper Show. So it makes a lot of sense. So I would say ugly. Jennifer.
Where is he at now, though?
That is a good question. He probably still. I think he's still making music, bro. I'm not gonna even lie to you.
Is he acting now?
No, he's not. He didn't go Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah, I'm about to say because if anything, I was just about to go ahead and
He literally made an album this year.
I was going to compare the two, but then this is like
he's still making music, but nobody cares.
Damn, he did just come out with an album.
Yeah, and he kind of went like a different style too. He went like a little country with it, like a Yellow Wolf or something too, a little bit.
Talking about the Flowers on the Weekend.
Nah, his 2014 joint is really when he started changing.
Nah, that's the retro hash. I know what you're talking about.
Retro hash is a little, but then when he went to Flowers, Flowers on the Weekend is last joint he came out with, but nobody cares. Nobody gives a fuck. So it's ugly. The next one, I think this is a good one. Corey Guns.
Ooh, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I want to say this is all the way ugly. Just because he was a great rapper.
Wasn't he on a Millie? Wasn't he on a great hit like a Millie? Was that Corey Guns?
He was.
6 foot 7 foot. Same song though. 6 foot 7.
I mean, yeah, 6 foot 7.
It's the same song. It's the same song to me.
It is.
You know,
just like John and Not a Star is the same song. But yeah, Corey Guns, that's got to be ugly because you had potential, but again, he was just one of those punchline rappers that
it made it so.
But he was lyrically insane, though. I don't know what. It was almost like a Ryan Leslie. They around that same era. They had that same downfall. Like, what happened to Ryan Leslie?
No. See, Corey Gunn's downfall was his father. Okay?
Well, Ryan Leslie's
his father was trying to control him and put him on labels that he wanted.
Like Nick Cannon. Why the hell was he ever signed to Incredible?
I was just about to say that. Even before that.
First of all, Nick Cannon
then they had the whole reality show with Nick Cannon that got canceled, where Corey Guns was on there with Peter Guns, and Peter Guns was trying to go ahead and have his career.
What you say about Nick Cannon?
I said Nick Cannon is a goat in rap, and clearly I'm being an asshole.
Oh my god. I've been the goat. Get the hell out of here. But yeah.
Go ahead, Zeus. Go ahead, finish up, Zeus.
Go ahead.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. Anybody that's signing Nick Cannon's like label right now, it's just like, damn, you really interested in my raps? Like I must be garbage. That's how I would feel. I mean, I try to take the bag, but it's just like his interest in music and him making music. It's just not good. That's like Jordan. Right? Jordan's a great player, but like his scout for talent sucks.
Yeah, he got Kwame Brown. That's it.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things. It's just like, damn, like
it was sad though, because Corey Guns had a lot of potential. Like I said, he was lyrically a monster.
But nah, he got held back from his family and that reality show, the couple that he did, and even when he broke his management and he tried to come back off the 6'7", it just never did it. I just think he just didn't have that it factor. So yeah, it's definitely ugly for me.
Ugly. All right, now this one I think will get mixed reactions. Let's just start bringing some of the big hitters out of the way. Kid Cudi.
Good.
Would you say good?
I say bad.
I would say good.
I mean, we talk
He's
about
still relevant.
We talk about Lauryn Hill. We talk about Lauryn Hill, but it's Kid Cudi kind of on the same trajectory. Only one good album.
Like my man Lupe said, where Kid Cudi at? Okay.
But here's the difference. But here's what I will say: it's not like Kid Cudi hasn't tried since then, if that makes sense. Do you get what I'm saying?
But did he go to rehab for like years?
He went for rehab, but then he came out with an album. Remember, Kids See Ghosts? He came out with that.
Yeah, I was saying, but
the last time
what happened to it was supposed to come out with another album. That's what everybody was waiting for.
And hold on. But then he did
still
the
has an album.
But hold on, he did the Scots with Travis Scott. That shit was fire.
Yeah, he did the other John with Eminem too. That just recently came out, and it was actually
I
pretty
didn't listen
decent.
to that. I didn't listen to that. But if you saying that it's decent, I'll take your word for it. With that being said, I would say Kid Cudi is good then because he's still relevant. 12 years. Think about it. Hold on, listen. Think about it. That cover came out in 2008. It's 2020. The fact that we still talking about Kid Cudi, come on now.
The thing is, he had gaps in his career. Like, he was the man at one point, too. He did Man on the Moon and did drugs and quit for like years.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, for real, right now, Kid Cudi could definitely be in a conversation of
Mr.
like
Jones is taking the shit right now.
Drake's,
Mr. Jones is taking the shit right now.
No, I'm not. I'm sitting on the floor.
You have toilet paper? You have toilet paper?
I thought he went into the joint like he went to go.
Do you have toilet paper? Do you have
it did look like he went to go take a shit though. But if anything,
wipe my ass with your thoughts. How about
Kid Cudi right now? This is why I say it's bad. He's supposed to be on the level with J. Cole, the Wale's, you know what I'm saying, Drake, the Kendricks.
I would definitely say the Drake's at least. Because, be honest, he's one of the most influential people. He's the most influential out of all of these. A lot of people try to mimic Cudi style. A lot of people try to take Cudi style.
It's just like he's in that one bar under bracket, like that Big Sean bracket.
I don't know, man. I'm torn. I would say bad.
I'm saying good, but go ahead.
Let's say bad.
It's because the potential he had. He's nowhere near the potential he should be. He's
in the bad category with me with the potential to be good.
Yeah, he should be one of the greats. Like, period. All right, next one. Let's run through this list real quick. Let's go ahead and get Charles Hamilton out the way. Oh, my God, I should have saved him for last. Matter of fact, I'm going to save him for last. Next one is going to be Currency. Let's get him out the way. You know how I feel about Currency.
I would say good because at the end of the day,
this working man.
Yeah, obviously he realized what he was capable of and just said, you know what, fuck it. Like, I'm not going to be a slave to YMCMB and I'm going to do what I have to do. So although I don't listen to his music, I will still give him good because he is successful and he has a lot of respect. He has a lot of respect around the industry. But go ahead, why do you say bad?
And influence.
I say bad just because I know, and I know this hurts you. I want to say good.
Please give me a great reason.
But
please give me a great reason.
I look at Currency for somebody that could have been, I guess, a person that at least come out with a hit once a year. Now, you come out with a lot of albums that get screenplays because of fan base.
He's not Yo Gotti. He doesn't want to be a Yo Gotti.
Exactly. Like Tech Nine is very successful, but he doesn't come out with hits every year.
Just saying. I mean, if anything, if you're an artist, that's why I give the bad.
I don't.
And MT pulled my card. I was pretty much going to relate him to Yo Gotti. I was like, it's some way and somehow that you should have a question.
He never was.
So maybe I hold.
You talking about somebody who's independent versus somebody who signed to a major label?
Like Yo Gotti, whole purpose is to make commercial shit.
Yep, that's it.
Make music to ride to or smoke to, but let's talk about Currency influence. What would Wiz Khalifa be without Currency? I'm waiting. What would Wiz Khalifa be without Currency? Without the How Fly mixtape?
Talk about it.
I mean, like
about it. Talk about it.
So you saying that he made Wiz Khalifa?
I wouldn't say he made him. To get him to the status where he is, to be noticed by people. Yes.
You know, Cushion Orange Juice made Wiz Khalifa. Okay, How Fly.
People start noticing Wiz. Yes,
Cushion Orange Juice put him on the map. It did.
Yes, it was a zenith. It was a zenith, but he started getting noticed with How Fly.
Nah, Cushion Orange Juice. Because remember, Black and Yellow, He had the whole yellow Charger back when them joints was popular and all of that. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
You gotta
No,
get
I
straight.
love I love crushing oranges. Like I said,
Now, if you want
You
to
got
talk
to
about
listen. Listen, just because you got your little cheetah skin T-shirt, now you want to act all wow, okay?
that's so gay. That's so gay.
ah,
That's so gay.
yeah, bro.
It's New Year's. It's confetti.
Funny as shit.
It's New Year's. It's confetti. Stop.
Go ahead.
Stop it. So he said, "Cheater, fuck out of here."
Yeah, it's okay.
All
All
right.
right. Who's next? Who's next?
Yeah, who's next? Currency are good, by the way, in my list.
I mean, oh shit. It's just, I don't know, man. I mean,
Nah, you
all right.
said bad, Zeus. Just stick to it, Zeus. It's
Yeah,
all right.
stick to the bad. Yes, yeah.
Sticking to the bad. I appreciate more from Currency, but Currency, my man, though. Currency is definitely my man.
I don't
Trust
know.
me,
He's
if he
not
wa-
my man, but I'll
Trust me.
still give him a good.
Trust me, if he ain't get the Craig back thing, he would have made a hit every year. Trust me.
true shit. I agree with that. That's why he's in the bad. I mean, at least he can at least have like one hit. Other
he
than
in the bad
where
because
was his last hit from where the cash at?
Huh?
When was his last like hit from
Bottom of the bottom?
that one? Where?
That was actually top 20, I believe, on the Rap 100 charts. Bottom of the bottom. August Alsina.
Oh.
But anyway, the next name, it's going to be, let's just get him out the way. Mickey Fax. Who cares? Bad, good, who cares?
Mickey Fax. That was
Bad.
the actor, right?
Battle rap. He's not a
No.
battle rapper.
Battle rap. I'm gonna say bad, and the reason why is because, and here's the thing, it's a lucrative platform now, but it used to be looked down upon if a mainstream rapper had to go to battle rap, and the reason why is because most battle rappers are trying to become mainstream to make millions of dollars. So the fact that he had to resort back to battle rap, I'm giving him a bad.
I'm giving him an ugly because I really don't know this guy and I can't remember it right now. So,
well, remember that guy you said you didn't know that we told you about Danger Zone? He had a battle with him. It's a great one rounder, by the way.
oh yeah, for real?
Yeah, but yeah.
Oh no. All right, so who won that battle though?
It's actually a pretty damn good one round, and they went back and forth. I think when I originally heard it, I might have gave it to Danger Zone, like very slightly. But Mickey Fax had this dope ass matrix scheme though. Dope. But anyway, I would say Mickey Fax is a bad because like when he was on this list, this dude was making commercials for Honda. Like that's how commercial he was. He was doing crossovers. Matter of fact, it was for the Honda crossover when it first came out.
He was Eastern Motor promos and shit.
No, it's bigger than Eastern Motor. I think he was on a Super Bowl commercial.
Oh,
so, like he was supposed to go somewhere. But like
he didn't do it.
The achievement never dropped. It was one of them labels pushed him back. His shit never dropped. And then yes, I agree with MT. He had to go back to battle rap, but due to his credit, though, most of these industry dudes that go to battle rap, they get killed. Mickey Fax never really got killed. I will give him that. I will give him his due on that. He never got killed in the ring, but for him to even go back, that was a blow to his career because he went from doing Super Bowl commercials to Honda to battle rap. No disrespect to battle rap because they got some. But yeah, let's get that out the way. Ooh, let's talk about one of my favorites though, Wale. Let's just do it unanimous. Don't hate. Unanimous. Good. We're gonna get to the next
one.
Look,
here's what I gotta say.
You want to say bad?
Here's what I gotta say. Actually, I'm gonna say bad.
Ugly.
No.
Like,
I'm gonna step in and say bad.
Can you see your face? You're like a gay lad.
I'm gonna say, but gentlemen, I'm gonna say bad, and the reason why is because of this.
All right, I do want.
Hold on. Let me just say this: the talent is there. He should be up there with the Kendricks and the Coles when people talk about leaders of this new generation. But his attitude is what pushed him back. But as far as his
Skip Bayless.
Here's the thing. No, but listen, if you take away
this stance that you taking, right? negates a whole lot of discussion that we had on our previous episode. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you join yourself because I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Good.
But here's the thing. So at the end of the day, I don't even want to call him good. I want to call him great, but I have to say bad because of his antics outside of rap is what drowned him. But overall, as an artist, and if we sticking with strictly music, Wale is not good. He's actually great for writing for people, from the songs that he's made, everything. He's actually great. He's not even good. He's actually exceeded Good, Bad, and Ugly. He's great.
I agree. He's great to me.
Yeah, I mean, he good. I mean, he could be great.
I mean, look what he had to overcome, though.
Nah, it's not even that. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I think he still got that DMV effect. Like, I don't know what it is. It's just like he gotta let that shit go.
That
like, I don't know if it's a chip on the shoulder. Yeah. And it's just like he say niggas or his own words. Like, oh well, sometimes I feel comfortable in the room, sometimes I don't feel comfortable in the room. Like, man, just be you. Like, bruh, stop worrying about that shit. Like, if you be you, you don't have to worry about it. Like, you know that you gotta put on a face depending on what environment that you in, or you gotta retain a certain role. You know what I'm saying, to get understanding and to be you.
My thing is, I never disagreed with his stance. I just disagree by how much he talks about it. Because I can understand his frustration when you know you one of the best, when you know you're the greatest, and people just continue to like box you in and not put you in the category as the greatest. Even
No,
some
it's not even playing that people box them in.
A lot of people call Wale trash to this day.
Which is true.
If they call him trash, they're stupid. If they call him trash, they're stupid.
Well, that's half of DC.
Nah, I don't think it's half of DC. I just don't think a lot of like half of DC just don't like him because sometimes when he come back home, like, I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes it's not the proper environment because sometimes a lot of people have expectations or assumptions of how somebody should be, and they just want to be them.
But my thing is, what do
he already has his whole complex of how he maneuver his way, so it's different. Now, music wise, he should be up there, one of the greats.
Greats, yes. But let me ask you this though: what do he owe the city? The city ain't give shit to him, but hey,
nobody owes anything to anybody. But you see a lot of people that does a lot. So I mean, and that's not for me to even speak on though, because like that's like clocking somebody else's pockets and saying like, oh shit, you got money, you should do this for this. You know what I mean? So that doesn't make
sense. Though. I could see if he never put on the city or anything, but I mean, his first like hit that broke him out had Wincy for Backyard in it, and it was Ice Cream Girl. I don't know. I understand his frustration. He just talk about it too much. That's his problem. When we talk about music, he's great.
I think sometimes he just used that shit for a scapegoat.
Look, I don't even think y'all know Blue, so I ain't gonna even talk about Blue. So I'll skip Blue.
I agree.
He still makes decent music, but yeah, I'll give you that because y'all don't know about him, so it's gonna be by default ugly. All right, so B.O.B. Then we're gonna get to the last one, the one I really wanted to talk about. B.O.B.
I'm gonna say ugly with him as well because he was actually decent. He had lyrical talent. His production and everything, he was like a backpack rapper. I guess that's what that era is, but he just didn't make it out of that. So I'm gonna give him an ugly.
He tried to change the style too. I ain't like that.
Yep.
Yeah, he did.
He tried. He should stay true to himself.
Yep. Try to add a rock band in there and all of that.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about that? Nah, I was talking about before that style. Like when he tried to get. Well, I guess that was the transition. Like when they started to get what's that genre, like that EMD role.
Yeah.
But damn, I really don't want to put him in the ugly because he actually has good shit, but it is
ugly
because He's literally supposed to be up there with like
ugly.
how I said with Kid Cudi and shit, like Kid Cudi and
ugly.
Here's why I say it's ugly. J. Cole career went the way B.O.B. should. And this is why I say this. When J. Cole first came out, he was a broke, struggling nigga that was owing Sally Mae money. He was a college rapper. When B.O.B. came out, Bobby Ray, what was he known for? Rocking black college campuses and all of that. Howard Homecoming, North Carolina A&T, et cetera, et cetera. But instead of like J. Cole, when he matured his music and started talking about bigger situations and stuff like that, other than that, B.O.B. tried to fit in with the trend and he changed his style and didn't stick to him. And that's where he fucked up at. It's almost like in battle rap, for example, Saga started rapping like Tay-Rock. Why? When you got your own style, stay true to yourself. Stay in your lane. He tried to go in other people's lane.
Exactly. Don't try to be like Tay-Rock. Be who you are.
So trying to be like Tay-Rock. I mean, I came in there like he was dressed for a funeral.
Dog,
and got buried.
He beating anybody else in battle rap with that though. Anybody else?
Yeah.
Stop trying to help you, man.
I ain't helping him. That's facts.
All right. Is there anybody else from this?
Yes, the last one. Let's go ahead and knock it out. Charles Hamilton, the biggest ugly ever. One of the reasons why I wanted to do this double XL, because I remember this dude, I thought he was going to do something good in hip hop. I thought he was going to kind of like bring Backpack to another level. Yes, he turned out to be trash. But the thing is how his career went trash. Because of the antics and shit he did behind the scenes. Like, remember he was battle rapping the chick and the chick stole him in the middle of the battle rap? And then remember he get high off coke and shit. And then all of a sudden he want to go in the damn barbershop and battle Serious Jones on the spot. He got murdered.
Damn, I don't remember that. But wow.
Yeah, like he really ran up on him, was like, I want to battle rap you in the barbershop. And Serious Jones was like, okay. And then off the top of the head, Serious Jones annihilated this nigga.
Damn.
And I ain't hear from this dude in like 10 years since.
It's pretty bad. I'm just gonna be real.
But the thing is, like, people, you know what I mean, talked about Cam and all that. Like, he did this thing with the Pink and all that shit too way back then. And he was like one of the first people to really use streaming. Like when Joe Biden TV and all that was out, he had his Charles Hamilton TV popping back then. He was an innovator and all that.
He was. Yeah, I say I did see that shit. That nigga did have that shit popping. I just think it's real ugly because that nigga, man, disappeared on the face of the earth.
Yeah.
And also, I want to say his last interview was like 2014. Between 2014 and 16, and you talk about why he disappeared. And it was something about, I guess, what niggas usually use as an excuse. I don't know if it was an excuse or not, but, you know.
Mental state?
No, it wasn't even his mental state. It was just, I guess, how people was judging his character.
You know what's crazy too? Him getting punched by that girl in that battle is like one of the first videos on World Star 2 ever. Like it's one of the first World Star videos. This is fucking crazy. It's like he had so many innovations on the internet and all that.
He was a World Star legend though. I mean, he was pretty much up there like damn near every other fucking day. So
he was like Lil Boosie on V-Lab pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Of that, I think Boosie need to chill and shit. But to finish that though, I don't know, man. I think it's ugly for me. I don't know what the fuck happened to him.
Yeah, I
think it's one of those things when people ask for the limelight and the pressure get to you, and then you just fold, and you just look like an ass.
He still made one of my favorite songs. It's hilarious. Lacey, talking about Lacey Duvall back in the day. Which is hilarious.
Yeah, if we all know Lacey Duvall, she's one of the first that had like a mainstream Ghetto Gaggers video. We all felt sorry for her, but then we found out what them chicks was getting paid to do those. So it is what it is.
She was like one of the first like really cute ones too.
Yep.
Because a lot
True.
of them, like,
Because
a lot of them don't be the baddest in the face.
nah, they just got that ass or that body. Like, come on now, like Beauty Dior, she's not all that fine in the face, but that body is like that.
And Jada was on that jump. They had Cherokee on there
Jada
too.
was decent. Cherokee, her face wasn't all that. I'm gonna be real, bro. It was that ass. That's why she called herself Cherokee D ass.
It's the braces.
You said what?
It's the braces with Jada.
Yeah, it was definitely the braces. And then who else? Sky Black. Sky Black, she was alright. She was nice.
Nigga, let me give you the ultimate example of Butterface. Sarah J. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Of course. Here's the thing. I've said this a couple times on this show. I've seen her. Listen. There is an event called Exotica that happens in New Jersey. It's a 3-day event. All the porn stars come out. It's kind of like when the AVN event. Yeah, it's our AVN out here.
Yeah.
Bruh, Sarah J looked absolutely atrocious.
Yeah, I remember. She in her like early 40s too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean she's in her early 40s? I can name plenty of women who are in their 40s that look good. Nia Long, shit. Angela Bassett is 56 and is bad as shit. Come on, man. Don't give her that.
Yeah, I ain't giving her that shit. You're right. I give you that.
Exactly. Like, come on.
A lot of mouths in the game, but even in her prime, she wasn't the baddest in the face. I'm just saying. Yeah.
She was not the baddest in his face. That's why they didn't. The thing was, she was a white girl who had a black girl's body. That's what helped propelled her. That's what helped. And then you said who?
Pinky. You think her face is passing?
Pinky, nah.
Hell nah.
I was not a big fan of her.
No, I seen Pinky in a club. I don't know who the fuck she was with. It was another porn star at the time and shit. Dog, I can't remember who it was. Man, it was so busted. I was just like, bruh.
Listen, let me just say this. At the end of the day, Sarah J and Alexis Texas paved the way, because what used to happen was this. When white girls had big butts, they would get teased, so they would go and starve themselves, lose weight, do anemia, throw up, all that shit. Once Sarah J and Alexis Texas came on the scene, white women said, okay, it's okay for me to have a fat ass and big titties and big thighs. And they embraced it. That's all it was. So that's why we respect Sarah J as a pioneer. But face-wise, it's just not there. I'm sorry.
I mean, it was that era ass anyway. Let's be honest. Cherokee.
It was.
Cherokee paved the way for all these bitches. Let's be honest.
Of course she did. And then Buffy the Body came along,
but she ain't never fuck nothing though. She was more of a dancer. That's different.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, she fucked, but it was behind the scenes. Let's be real. Gucci. Gucci smash.
Hey, bruh. I don't know why this popped in my head. Imagine if OnlyFans was popping in the early 2000s.
It would be crazy. The porn industry would have completely changed. It would still be going strong.
Imagine like Vita Guerrero, Melissa Ford in their prime with an OnlyFans. How much money they would have fucking made, bro.
Yeah.
Millions. True. Melissa Ford made she made millions pretty much just being in videos.
Yeah. And then here's the thing, even with that, imagine how many rappers would have jumped on that wave and said, you know what, let me do a video with you to get some of that money.
No, that shit blows my mind.
Because all the rappers who knew that they was gonna have a short career and all that, they would have smashed a lot of these video chicks on cam.
Hey Zeus, you was gone though, but imagine if OnlyFans was popping in the early 2000s, bro. How much money would be? Like Hoops? Oh my god. Hoops would be killing too.
Hoops. Melissa Ford would definitely probably.
She made millions.
Buffy the Body.
Superhead.
Buffy the Body. Superhead.
Oh my god. Nigga, her videos be legendary right now.
Yeah, because even the joint that she did with Mr. Marcus, I got a chance to ask him about that in person too. I was like, dog.
He still would have fitted.
Yeah, he still wore fitted. He only wears snapbacks. He wears fitted. Yeah, and I asked him, I said, was Superhead really that good or was you acting? He was like, man, I'm going to tell you right now. He was like, that bitch was serious. That's what he said.
I believe it. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
I believe it too. I'm gonna tell you right now. She was playing the flute.
Talk about that WAP. I'm trying to tell you. But I don't know. Like, god damn, she had that wham.
I mean,
I was about to say she had the wah. She didn't have a wop. It wasn't no wet ass, but that was that wet ass head. Wah is what she had.
took a trip to Wawa,
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
huh?
Oh, that reckless ass head. Like that don't. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd been crazy. It'd been crazy though. That'd have been a hell of a error back then.
Yeah.
That'd have been a hell of a because even like some of the wrestlers like Stratus with the OnlyFans back then.
Or Sable. Like, could you imagine if Sable had one?
In a prime, like late 90s? Oh yeah. She wasn't the baddest really, but you know, titties was in back then, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Ass was flat.
Like
Ass
come on.
was flat as shit. Cardboard.
Tristan is probably like the only like super serious cute one, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Be honest with you.
Yeah, Tristan
Yeah.
ain't to you. Yeah, she
Yeah,
tried
Sable.
like that on the map.
Here's what happened with Sable. Sable was one of them joints where she got implants and then Vince paid for her to get Botox. And once that happened, she resurged.
Do.
Yeah, she was a milk. That's exactly that's all Sable was. She was a milk.
Lawler, he used to size everything. That pervert.
Yeah. Shit, Jacqueline and Jackie O could have did some tag teams together on OnlyFans.
Oh my god! You ever see the joke with Sable pulled her little shit down?
I seen that shit. Distract. Oh, it was distract somebody.
Like it was like in '99. She was messing with Jeff Jarrett at the time. Like somebody popped one of her implants.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, that just happened to Ric Flair doing it too. She had to get her shit redone. Somebody popped that shit in the match.
Damn.
I was like, that shit crazy. That shit crazy, but yeah. That's food for thought right there. Imagine if OnlyFans was in the early 2000s. We'd leave y'all with that.
Exactly. But we appreciate everybody, man, for tuning in. Thank you for the shares, man. We got like 20 shares. It's definitely dope. Continue to share it. Make sure that people listen, tune in. You can watch it in increments. Do whatever you got to do, but we appreciate everybody. And I'm your host, MT, signing off, and with me is my co-host,
Mr. Jones, aka Sam Jones, the Mr. Come First because you gotta respect me. Click and to complete the triangle offense today.
Man, you know what it is, man. It's just the truth. We signing off. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Make sure you catch our playback and subscribe to our Apple and Spotify platforms on To My Show Official. And then also, you know, we always here on every Sunday. Catch that live feed going into that To My Show debate group, To My Show official page on Facebook and IG, and To My Show on Twitter. Peace.